So I felt like we had to see this through. So here we are, pondering what we just experienced. I sort of feel like I had an out of body experience because I'm not really quite sure what the hell we just witnessed this afternoon and this morning. Um, but it was unique. Um, I don't know. It was an experience. And you know what? We were gonna try and go for all three at once, and thank God we took that break. We probably needed a second break because holy shit, this fucking show. Like we're a minute in. Holy shit, what a shit bag. Like I don't even like. There goes monetization right out the window. OLM is right, dude. Don't worry. The emote is in the works. If it gets done by the end of the stream, I'll show it on stream. It probably won't get done that fast, probably tomorrow. But my God, man, what? Like, there's so much to unpack, and it's 3 episodes. It's like, we'll see how many people end up joining the stream here to talk about it. But my God, Jeremy, have you watched all three, Jeremy? Orcs Lives Matter is true. It's true. Because, holy shnikes.
Yeah. I think Jeremy was in the Discord with us the whole time.
The whole three. I know it was there for some of it.
Yeah, at least the last two I know.
Lyle, man.
What's up, Lyle?
Yeah. Oh, you haven't watched it yet? All right. Well, I'm not gonna say anything just because I know that you have a different opinion on some of this than us. So I hope you enjoy it, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Thanks for hopping in, buddy.
Yeah. Take care, brother.
Yeah. That last episode was brutal. I am pretty sure Jeremy and you might have. I think Zach saw it when he popped in the one or two times. I am pretty sure I fell asleep in the third episode on stream.
Yeah.
I think I did.
I would rewatch the stream, but I'm not. No.
I am almost positive that I fell asleep midstream.
Yeah.
And
Here's
I forgot to.
Here's a coffee for you, Steve.
Yeah, man. Well, look, seriously, I haven't drank one of these in a while. I had to get a Monster.
Oof, man. Rat
I
poison.
don't drink coffee. Yeah, well, I am. Well, hey, Sauron eats rats just like the Mind Flayer, and
yes,
So that was the highlight of this. So here, I'll bring up the highlight of the show for me. Was the intro right here? Let's see if I can find it. Spaghetti, fucking. Holy crap! That intro was really long.
Yes, it was. Yeah, spaghetti.
Wow,
Sauron.
I didn't even realize how long it was. It's so dark. I can't see anything. It is just so dark. This show, like, and not like dark and ominous. It's dark. You can't see. So this was the highlight of the show for me. Was Globby Spaghetti Guy. What was I calling him? Jelly Spaghetti Guy.
Yeah,
Sauron the Jelly Man.
We call him Jelly Ron.
Jelly Ron, yeah, Jelly Ron, the savior of Middle Earth, eater of mices and protector of men. Is this that? Yeah, that's after he ate the rat. He's climbing up the cliff as Spaghetti Man. So that was the high. Oh, here we go. There's the eating of the rat. The highlight of the show. 100% Spaghetti Sauron. Jelly Spaghetti Sauron. The Eater of Rats. Lord of Mordor. Half brother of Venom. Full brother of the Mind Flayer.
Oh my goodness.
It's just it's so difficult to just put to words what we just watched, man.
It truly is.
Um, like
Truly is.
oh, but I guess let's see here. What's the best way to unpack this? So I don't know. Is it the best to go character by character or episode by episode? Because like so we had the
It'll be
cold
easier to
open.
do character episode by episode, just because we can just
Okay, because
choose scenes.
we have the cold opening of the show, which is the Sauron flashback, which ends up ending on the boat. Which was very just confusing, I guess, because we're back to making like it like I feel like that whole scene was just to make us be like, hey, the orcs guys, the orcs, they're good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Or orcs are good people too. Right? Um because that's all there was. You know, we had the weird helmet that, you know, with spikes on it. The weird like this guy this dude is hold on, let me bring it up. The guy they chose for to like the casting on the show is not very good either. So we have this is Sauron, which immediately was confusing. I know for you for a minute,
Yeah.
you were like, "What the hell? Who is that?" So then the orcs just murder him because they don't want to be bad guys. And I wish I was joking, but that's literally it. Like, we don't want to be bad, so. And then they start calling Adar Lord Father. It's like, I just,
They
it's.
they named that
Go
character
ahead.
Forwardwaith Sauron. Good God.
Faro. That's the guy from Slow Horses.
I haven't seen it.
I knew I noticed that dude. He's a good actor. I actually like him. Doesn't fit as Sauron at all. But then he explodes and turns into snow. Like, what was that about?
Yeah.
Why did he turn
Well,
everything into why did that happen? I do know.
no. Well, see, this is the thing. Like the way that Mordor was created and the way that Forwardwaith apparently was created in this show are so ridiculously contrived. So this whole snow scene now, everything that we saw Galadriel go through in episode 1 last season
Hmm.
was because Sauron exploded all over the place and turned it all into an ice pit. That's
Okay.
that's what this is telling us. And that's a damn joke. It's
So wait,
cold
the
because it's
whole
in the fucking north, and
wait.
Morgoth's
Okay, so
darkness
so
consumed the
her.
land.
So you're saying that the mountain thing that was all Sauron with the orcs and the cave and the ice cave and all that? That's because Sauron turned that land to snow.
No, well, in according to this show, it's because Sauron, you know, yeeted himself all over, just coomed all over the place.
So it wasn't just
Um,
because it was winter; it's because Sauron exploded.
right, because if like beforehand, there was green and all, it didn't look like it was all wintry, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I guess we can rewind it a little bit to see if that's the case, but
Well, I don't know if it
you
was
know,
green, but it wasn't snow.
yeah. Um, yeah, because it
I'm
turns
trying to
real
find it
bright.
for. I'm trying to find.
It,
Yeah, once again, Amazon's
happens.
player is horrible. So
It is. Yeah, I'd go right here.
I should have like tried to tape the episode. Um, because I
Yeah,
see
there we
him
go.
blow up
Yeah, right.
because
Well, that right there. So hit play.
yeah, I guess I can hit play. God, it takes so like the player sucks. Yeah, well, you can see the green here
Yeah.
and
So
here, and then
kind of
and
so a little
that's.
bit cold. Yeah.
Let me try and play it from here. What's up, Josh? Yeah, there it was. You
Nope,
could
it
see
was
it like
green.
for a
Yeah.
split second.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a
It was
split
green.
second
That's
you
what I
could see
thought.
it. So,
Yeah.
so
So
26. Let me try and get to 25. It was literally a frame.
yep.
Yeah, so you can see it's all lush and
Yep.
green and the rivers is going. What's up, Josh?
Yeah.
Good to see you, buddy.
So
So,
in this in the actual legendarium though, this is not how this goes at all. Morgoth, who is running amok in the first stage,
mhm,
one, the Forodwaith is in the north. So it's going to be cold. Why? Because
it's
it's
in the
in
north.
the north.
What?
Add to
No.
that add to that Morgoth's inherent darkness also pervades, and so it makes it almost uninhabitable, right?
Hmm.
So I mean, there's all that combination of stuff in the lore that leads to the Forodwaith being the way that it is.
Okay.
Forodwaith is not there because Sauron died and blew up all over the place. I mean,
Are you sure? It looks like it. That's exactly why it's there.
yeah,
But
and
so yeah,
then turned into spaghetti. It turned into Guron or
then of
whatever we
course
were
turns
calling it.
into Spaghetti Monster, gooey spaghetti man. Still my favorite character.
That's
If
in
and
this show, yeah,
for those of you that didn't see it, Sauron gets stabbed to death by the orcs that's supposed to follow him. His blood drips down to a pool where he turns into a spaghetti monster and congeals for I don't know how long does he congeal for in that pool? Okay, I love this comment.
yep, uh
Joe
huh.
Mama so fat. Joe Mama so fat. I fucking love it. My man, good. Thank you for being here. Having the orcs kill him just makes him weaker. He is supposed to basically be a god. This seems like a CW. Exactly. Now I don't like. And thanks for being here, man. Thanks for the chat. I don't know the Lord nearly as much as a lot of you, but yeah, it took me a minute to read your name, but I got there. But I'm just sitting here going, I'm confused. I thought the orcs like were Sauron's number one units. So like the
Yeah,
minute that he's all of a sudden like I'm like, what is going on? Then he bleeds into this pool,
yeah.
and then he turns into a fucking spaghetti monster. Like, and you guys say like I can hear your brains right now going, Steve, what are you talking about? Spaghetti monster? You sound like a fucking moron. He literally turns into he eats the rat. Here it comes, and he turns into a spaghetti monster.
Yep.
What
So
is that?
it's funny. Technically, Mexican put this whole scene on a short
Mm-hmm.
and put it to the "I Would Walk 5,000 Miles" song. It's so
It's
dumb,
crazy. He eats the
And again,
rat.
yeah. Well, and this is I mentioned this to you on the stream. You're, right here, you are now isolating the Maiar's existence completely to a physical position. When Sauron is killed, what should happen is exactly what we saw in the movies with Gandalf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gandalf disappears and is restored spiritually and then to physical.
Right.
And this whole the blood remains and therefore it then can congeal and be its own symbiote type of thing and then recreate itself over time. That's ridiculous.
Right, but then it gets worse. Like this cold opening is worse, right? So you have no idea the passage of time here. So we're not sure how long that spaghetti monster has been congealing for, but we go over the mountain range, yada yada yada. Then we see a drunk peasant woman riding in a cart. So I guess we're supposed to take from that, since she's not looking around going, why the fuck is it all of a sudden snowy here? Where did all this snow come from? What? So since she's not completely confused, what the hell is going on with all the snow? I guess we're supposed to assume that it's been like this for a little bit. Of course, the show does a terrible job of any type of passing of time. It's right. It's horrible. But so then we have the spaghetti monster. Gets the drunk woman. Oh, I don't want to play too much of it, so we'll skip. I got to skip around. So it jumps on top, kills the drunk woman, and of course the horse just runs away because, as horses do,
right.
They aren't attached really to fucking carts. They just can get away whenever, and he jumps out the back and he's like, "Hey, here I am." So why did him eating a woman turn him into Halbrand? Like, he just needed the body parts, and he just turned it into whatever the fuck he wanted?
Right. And if that's the case, then shouldn't the whiskers from the rat still be on him?
Yeah, right? He should have a tail and be like, woo, woo, right? And going, I want, like...
Yeah, like Worm, not Wormtongue, but the one guy from Harry Potter.
Oh God! No, I know what you're talking about, but I
Ron's rat.
So it's just like
Wormtail.
Wormtail. Yeah, there you go. So, but then it gets even worse. So then he starts walking down the road. He walks into this random caravan of people. He must have walked for a while because it's now green. And then he get this being who is how old is Sauron? You tried to tell me how old he was, and he's just there's no number. There's no number to quantify how old Sauron is.
Before time, he was a creation to serve the lesser gods.
John, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you, Sven. Have you guys seen this yet? Who in chat seen all 3 episodes? Who's seen any episodes? If you're not, and if you haven't seen them, are you going to? Because if you're gonna, strap in. But the reason this gets worse is because I don't know if you eagle-eyed viewers can see it, but there's this old man who's laying some aged knowledge, this meat bag, this mortal who is not near a fight, like he's not even a blink in Sauron's eye in terms of age, is giving him this old man sage life advice. Right? And I'm just sitting here going, why is this old man telling somebody that is literally ageless and can live forever about life?
I would say this. From just the outward appearance, the old man probably feels like it's good to give some sage-like advice. If you're Sauron standing right there, what are you giving him the time of day for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the old man is in the wrong. He's walking, crossing a young man who seems lost. Okay. Why Sauron's just sitting there going, "Oh yeah, man, this is like information I've never heard before. That's interesting." Like I'm coming from Sauron's point of view. Why is he listening to this guy?
Yep.
So then we go through this little thing where he decides that he's going to go with these people. And I don't know if you see it, but remember the big deal that was made about a certain pouch last season that made him the king of the Southlands? Well, what is this guy? Is this guy the king of the Southlands?
Well, I think he said that it's how he remembers the king of the Southlands, I think.
But yes, but but this was the catalyst for fucking Galadriel to make him king.
Yep.
Because he had they all have these things. Every single one of these people in the caravan have one of these things.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I'm pretty sure I know he pulls one off of the girl in the trunk. I think she was wearing one. Let me see if I can get back to it. I know I saw somebody else had it because I was like, what the heck? Where is it? Fuck, I hate this player. I really fucking hate it. It's the worst. Because I know I saw it somewhere else. It wasn't just him because that's why I was confused. I'm like, what is going on? Why does everybody have this thing? Oh, wait. Did the spaghetti monster get her already? Oh, my God. I hate this thing. It is the worst. Quite literally, it is the worst player in the freaking world. You know, I'm going to take it off the screen while I'm looking. That way I'll bring it back up. But was it her or was it somebody else that had it? I know I saw it somebody else.
It had to have been somebody else. I don't think it was her.
I fucking know I saw it. Because I was like, why? Why? Yes, he turns into Jesus first, though, Josh. Like, hey, Michael, what's up? We'll get there. Yeah, so Sauron turns into to Jesus first before he turns into an elf. Yeah. So there's that. Hold on, I got it playing in the background. I swear to God, I saw it somewhere else too. If I didn't, then I'll retract my. But still, it still doesn't matter. He stole it off. He stole it off an old man.
Yes, you did.
So she's like, "Oh man, you're the king of the Southlands. You have the pouch with the fucking badge on it." That's why that's not a good way to name your king, because some fucking asshole can kill you and steal your belongings.
Yeah. Well, and I thought you made a good point earlier too, is that he's going through this, at least he's being viewed as he's going through this moral quandary all of season 1. And then you see that all he's doing here is waiting and biding his time so he can steal that thing. So he's faking this moral quandary.
Right.
But it completely negates his character all of last season.
Right, because I thought all last season we were supposed to be like, oh, I'm trying to be good.
Yeah, like I don't want anything to do with it.
I'm turning over a new leaf.
Yeah, it's like he's
and
giving
that's not
up
the case
his
at all,
godship.
because he literally decides to let this guy drown. Not give him, not try. Oh wait, hold on. I swear to God, I saw it. I wish I could fast forward this so much. Amazon's player is like pinnacle of garbage. Maybe it's not important. It's not important. If somebody else has watched episode 1, let me know if I maybe I just saw the pouch on this guy twice. I don't know. I swear I saw it on another person, but whatever. It's not important. We're moving on.
Hey, hold on a second here.
I thought he said last season he found it.
Hi.
Hello. How are you? I'm surprised my brain isn't mush. Yeah. Did he say he found it? I don't remember, but they made him king.
He did.
They made him king because he had it, which is like what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think it was toward the end. Like he admitted, he admitted to Galadriel at one point that it's not him. He found it, so he's not really the king, the long lost king of Southron or whatever.
Well, eventually, right? So so then they're on this boat going wherever the hell they're going, and guess what attacks them? The fucking octopus monster that is after Galadriel. Wow, what a coinkydink. Obviously, we knew this was going to happen because that's what we're freaking building up to. But then You got like I can't believe it. Like literally he steals the badge and then he's about to get eaten. I'm going to share it because he's about to get eaten. And then he doesn't get eaten because why? Because it runs into a bunch of ship parts. It's like, "Oh no." It's like what? And then of course we get to everybody's favorite part of the show, Glad.
And he smiles, gives a smirk.
Yeah, he gives a smirk because he's happy that the old man is dead, and then we get everybody's favorite part, Galadriel making faces at Halbrand and acting like she's better than everybody else. What is even cringier than ROP is Kamala's interviews. Yeah, we all know that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So that is the cold open. It's how Sauron and Galadriel met. What was Sauron doing when Galadriel was swimming 4,000 miles to get to the boat? Wow. She really was just out in the middle of there, middle of nowhere, huh?
Well, and the worst part of that, though, honestly, was the fact that we sat there and went through that and we realized we still had an hour of television show to go for the first episode.
Yeah.
That was crazy. What, 16, 17 minutes?
KRS, you're absolutely right. It's a completely different character. And it's just like, it's so weird. It's just so weird. I can't. Sorry, this is work. There it is. Okay. It's so weird. And then so that's the cold opening, and then we go right into more weird shit, like we go into the horse race. No point. Like that's what we were just talking, probably just before he got here. His arc in season 1 is completely not. It's all bullshit.
Yep.
Him trying to be a better man. No, the whole cold opening here undoes all of that because you see that he's just he lets the old man die. He's happy. He's still the same guy.
Yep.
So are we supposed to think that it was all an act, all of season 1? So all of season 1 was just a waste of storytelling?
I think so. I thought it was a waste of storytelling even before this goal.
We all knew it was a waste of storytelling, but even bigger waste of storytelling. And then we get into the horse race, which is the weirdest thing ever. We get into this weird scene. We get into this weird scene where Galadriel is trying to grab. It's like, are they playing a game? Like I couldn't. Like, is it like are they playing reindeer games? They're chasing each other.
And
they're
why?
Chasing each other. She's of course doing what she does best, making faces. And she's chasing him to try and get a pouch off his hip. It's the rings. And she's like, Elrond, give me the pouch. Elrond, give me the rings. And it's like, what is going on?
Well, and then he just disappears.
Well,
like she's on his hip the entire time, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Well, and then there are troops everywhere.
Here it is. She makes a right turn at Albuquerque. They're trying to grab the pouch. Oh no! I made a right turn at Albuquerque. And now, oopsies. Where am I? What? Where did I go? It's like she.
Now this.
It's like she got lost. It's like, isn't this right by where her home is? This is right by Linden, right?
Yes, it's right there. It is. And all of a sudden, she doesn't know where she didn't know that turn point was coming. I mean.
I guess they should know this place like the back of their hand.
Yeah.
Remember the ending of Return of the King when all the elves, Elrond, Gandalf, Frodo, and old Bilbo jumped in the ocean and swam to the Grey Havens? Hey, but you know what? It's funny you say Grey Havens because
Yep.
Elrond does some really good swimming. He put Michael
Seriously.
Phelps to shame after he
Right.
reenacts the fugitive. Uh,
Yes.
he then swims 4,000 miles in about half a day, if that, maybe shorter. It was probably a half hour. I mean,
Yeah.
everything takes a half hour in Rings of Power when it's in dealing with the plot. When it needs something else to take, when it needs it to take longer, it takes forever. If it's plot orientated, then it happens in a half hour. Um, like I was waiting for like one of the dragons from House of the Dragons to show up to explain how the fuck they're getting around so fast. But that's another. So she gets lost because she's, I guess, retarded. And then we get the kicker, the big scene of the first episode. Okay, where we find out that because Galadriel is a bitch and a self-centered asshole, narcissist, it's all about me, woman, man hater. Okay, she didn't tell the world that Sauron is back because she was embarrassed.
Yep.
Well, I didn't tell you because that would have made me look bad. And we can't have me looking bad. So, I got tricked and I didn't want to admit that because, I'm perfect. So it wasn't really my fault. Somehow it's Elrond's fault. Oh, did I tell you Elrond has the rings? Fuck that asshole, right, Gil-galad? Right, Gil-galad? Don't worry about the fact that I kept important information from everybody that could have maybe endangered the fucking world. He has the rings. We need to focus on the rings. He had rings. Bad.
Well, and that's what makes this. That's another thing that makes this scene so laughable. Is it's clearly her fault. She's at fault for everything in this event at all times, and then all of a sudden it turns on a dime
Immediately,
and all of a sudden then Elrond needs to give Gil-galad the rings because it's all important.
He's a motorboat, man. He's fucking putting the hammer down, man. He's just yeah, but you're right because it goes immediately from why didn't you tell us, Galadriel? What's your problem? You've endangered everybody by keeping this secret.
Yep.
And she's like, yeah, I sort of did. But Elrond has the rings, and we need the rings. Thanks, Salty.
Sweet.
I appreciate you, buddy. I know you couldn't make it to you couldn't make it through episode 1, but I've been there, man. I've been there. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. I think by the end of the third episode, our brains had melted. I am almost positive I fell asleep during episode 3 on stream.
Steve, come on, let's be honest with ourselves here.
I don't have a brain.
Melted before. Well, okay, there's that. But if we had a brain, it would have melted well before the third episode ended. Probably towards the beginning, which I think is why you went comatose.
Yeah, maybe. Meanwhile, I do want to point something much more important out. Okay, real quick before we move on, I'm going to take this time to bring attention to something much more important and cool. Brandon Sanderson is made $14.2 million.
Unreal.
We are hopefully going to be learning how to play this game some tomorrow, and 81 minutes left if you want to get in on the RPG fun. But me and Nathan are going to try and get this together and run a few campaigns. So, yeah. So there you go. Now back to tormenting ourselves with Rings of Power. Oh wait, I almost just shared our window. There you go. So yeah, so there you go. Oh, thanks, Salty. A gifted sub. Thank you very much.
Michael Fracker.
Michael Fracker is Dragon Sword again. What up, McCowan? How are you? Finally finished Crossroads of Twilight today. Fantastic. Nice. What did you think? I'm assuming because the good thing is if you can read it back to back with Winter's Heart, it makes it a little bit easier. Crossroads is definitely the hardest book to get through.
Is Winter's Heart after that, or is it before?
No, Winter's Heart's before. They were supposed to be one
so
book.
okay. Oh, so his next one is Knife of Dreams.
Knife of Dreams. Yep,
Oh,
it picks right back up.
Yeah, the last
right
of
back up.
Robert Jordan's.
Yep, that's
man.
right.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, okay, so we have this awkward conversation where Gil-galad, Galadriel, what? Why can't you like? Is it just me, or is his delivery very fucking weird, Gil-galad?
It's bad.
It's bad, right? Yes, I think that's sorry. I'm just talking about McCowan real quick. Yes, I think that is especially the good thing is you don't have to wait, so it makes it a lot easier. It's not, it's the worst of the series, but it's not by any means like, bad. You know what I mean? All the middle books tend to blend together. Agreed. Sorry, go ahead. So his delivery, I think, is just trash. I don't like this guy at all. He doesn't fit it. He's a good actor in other things I've seen him in, but I would
agree with that. He's not an elf.
Yeah, he doesn't.
His posture, his stature is not elf-like, and you need to have somebody who has a physical look to them while still being slight of frame, and he is built more like a linebacker type of look, bigger in the face, broader in the shoulders. He should be cast as a human, not an elf.
We'll get there, Josh. How is it so hold on. So how does he go from human to elf? I told you already. He turns into Jesus, and then he's Anatar. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, it's an amazing transition. No pun
intended. He turns into Jesus. Jesus first, then Anatar.
Yeah. You gotta step away for a minute.
Yes, sir. So then we're about to get to the fugitive scene. So they all she masterfully changes the subject, and all the shit she did wrong is immediately ignored. And now everybody's mad at Elrond because he has the rings, and he has a great point, which is you have no idea what the fuck Sauron was right next to these as they were being made. You have no idea if he's tainted these or not. Who is the fat elf? That's Gil-galad. Hello? Oh, that's the trash. Sorry. That's Gil-galad. So all the attention is turned to Elrond because they want the rings. Elrond's just being smart, saying Sauron was there for the whole creation of this. We have no idea if he did anything to the rings. And they're all like, well, it doesn't matter. We need to save the yellow tree of goodness. So give me the ring. And he's like, nah, bitch. And then he kills himself. And you go, Steve, he kills himself. Come on, stop it. No, watch. I'll show it to you. He kills himself. Okay, so here's the buildup, right? And once again, Amazon's player is just god-awful trash. So here we go. So this is where Galadriel goes, oh no. Dr. Richard Kimball is about to jump off the edge here. That's a good face. Screen cap that bad boy. So she's like, oh no, what is going to happen here? Right? And then he kills himself. There fell Elrond of the Elves, first of his name, stealer of rings, swimmer of rivers, master of the boat form, the elf that could swim 4,000 miles in a half hour. Yes, seriously, that's what happened. So he jumps off of here and kills himself. Felron. Very good. Very good. Uh, apparently, you can jump off a cliff into jagged rocks and you're fine as an elf. I mean, elves just live long. Their bodies are just as malleable as humans, right? Am I wrong? Any experts in if you get chopped with a sword as an elf, you die. It's just you don't die of old age, right? So well, they die. They die. They just don't die of old age. You know, they can still die by normal means. Jumping off a cliff into rocks should kill him. Yes, there you go. Elves are immortal, not invulnerable. Right. So he should be dead. Hey, what's up, Aldan? Impact Force isn't invented yet. Have you? Did you watch all of these, Aldan? She is well. Yes, the C is always right. Now it was Nathan that pointed out to me that so he swims from Moria from this river here. I'll try and bring up the map when Nathan gets back. Oh yeah. Well, if you want in on this, let me know. But so it was. Oh, Jesus Christ. So then we get to see the water activated volcano. We see that Adar is sitting on his throne. He is not Lord King. He is Lord Father. That's a great question. Why not? No, because it has to be Galadriel, right? So we're branding humans because, you know, that's what we do. He is Lord Father. He is not Lord King because I don't know because elves are people too. Now, don't forget TLM. TLM is about to merge with another organization. It's about to merge with another organization called OLM, which is Orcs Lives Matter. So they're going to merge and make a super organization. That is not even close to Frostborn. Don't even say that. My son has a replica of Frostborn. That's not even close. That is besmirching the name of Frostborn. Not even close. But here's where we learn that orcs are people too, and they just want to be left alone. No, it's not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I won't hear that. Frostborn is one of the coolest weapons ever created. Not that little fucking discount Frostborn. I will go with that's fine. We'll give you that. Which is half of this show. Discount, because we have discount. We get discount Frodo. We get discount Sam. We get discount Gandalf. We get discount. We're getting discounts everywhere. The discounts are flying off the shelves, ladies and gentlemen. Anywhere you look, we're discount. So now we have this is later in the show we get to see that this orc is a proud papa, and he loves his child dearly, and he wants to know what type of future his little son orc will have in this world. So him and his wife will, as you can see in the thumbnail, cradle their little bundle of joy very fiercely, and want to protect him, because the world is just mean. And you must remember that orcs are just people too. I clearly saw that an orc had a child, man. I don't know what your eyes saw, but I saw. This orc is loving life. He's just sort of chilling back here. He's like, man, isn't life good? I love being an orc. Orcs are such good people. Wow. I wish I could be an orc for the rest of my days. Yeah, so yeah, we see them gathering all there. I guess they make a deal with Halbrand wants to make a deal. Adar's like, no, I don't like you. It's like, okay. So then we get on to Discount Gandalf. So here we are, Discount Gandalf. I know you guys were all just dying. Now they still refuse to call him Gandalf. They still continue on playing the charade that he is not Gandalf. They call him the Stranger still. Discount Gandalf. Okay. And yeah, then oh god. All right. So this is one of those things that really just fucking made me go like in my head explode. Okay. This is them attempting to do forced perspective like they did in yeah, they can call it, yeah, I don't see why not. Maybe I don't know why they couldn't. Doesn't somebody else own the Silmarillion? I don't know. I think that's part of the problem. I think somebody already owns it. And if they can't legally give some, if they can't, then don't introduce him, right? Why? He's not even, he shouldn't even be here to begin with. So if they can't say Gandalf's name, don't make a Gandalf character. No, that he said they should have, Salty. We know that they didn't. KRS is saying that they should have, but I think somebody already owns the Silmarillion. But yeah, that's my point. If you don't have the ability to say a character's name, then don't put that character in your fucking show. It's the same with hobbits. Okay, yeah. They can't say hobbits. That's right. Oh, okay. Wait, you're reacting to me? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So, well, you can watch me destroy brain cells watching it, Josh. Thanks, buddy. I'm here for you. So this is where you see how bad the directors are for these shows, okay? Because this is where they're trying to do forced perspective here to give the illusion that she is much smaller than Gandalf. Because you remember how it was brilliant in Lord of the Rings, you had all those small houses, the way they set up shots, so Gandalf looked really big compared to Elijah Wood and all the other hobbits, right? So that's what they're trying to do here and failing miserably at. It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. I forgot what they were even doing. This is where we get the joke because she goes, "Hey, dumbass, why don't you?" Yeah, that's exactly what they're. That's exactly. They do it several times, Michael. They do it several times. They try to do it to make it look like Gandalf is taller, that like much bigger than them with camera tricks, and they fail at the camera tricks so hard. It's so obvious and cringy. It's so bad.
Yeah. My bad. I had to do some house maintenance that I meant to do, but then we got distracted with watching bullshit.
It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother. I know.
Quite fine.
So yeah. But Salty nails it on the head. We're about to get some bug eating. So why don't they just eat these? Like, are these things growing out of her head, or is this a hairpiece? Because just eat the fucking olives. Like, I'm so tired of the bullshit in her head. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
And she's becoming just an attitude-filled bitch.
She wasn't beforehand?
It's worse. I feel like it's worse.
I remember her last season being pretty insufferable.
Yeah, it's true. But then, here it is again. The forced perspective. This is supposed to make her look tiny. Oh, come on.
And by the way, the Stranger / Gandalf has this permanent look on his face of crying sympathy the entire time. Like he's always got his eyebrows tilted upwards, like he's some emotional wreck. He's pathetic.
Make acorn paste, yeah. He's just. It's like It just exactly. It just makes her look far away. That's exactly right. And in this scene, she's supposed to be far away, but that's not how they started. They're trying to make her look tiny. So we get the joke where he's like, "Oh, Gandalf, you dumbass, you do your magic, but we should blow up the tree to eat it." It's like what? Like what? Why are they? Who know? I don't know. Why are they in the
No,
desert?
I,
Reasons.
well, I think it's because he's traveling east to find the witch coven from last season, I think. But it's dumb. Gandalf never went east.
So right, but then we get this weird ass bad CGI thing where
Oh
he
God.
moves a bunch of rocks and then blows up the tree stump. Like, and she's like, "Yes, do it, do it." It's like, what are we doing? I don't even understand what we're doing. Why are we blowing up a tree?
Yeah. So actually show the explosion because
I'm
she's
gonna
not
get it. Yeah.
taking she's not taking any cover. And by the way, he's ground zero for this. So why isn't he getting splinters up his dick hole?
I'm trying to. Dude, Amazon fucking player. Oh my god. Tree cracking. He's holding on to the tree. Kablooby. He blows up the tree. Yeah, shrapnel is a thing. He should have a giant fucking like piece of tree in him. It
Mm-hmm.
knocked. Is that her over there? Did it knock her down too? It
I
was
don't
enough to
think
knock them both
that's
over. No, that's not her. And then she's thrilled because why? Because there's a whole crap tons of bugs in this tree. So they're gonna eat forever. Let's eat the bugs. Woo!
they're high in protein and disease. Yay!
Hey, let's cook up all these bugs. How are you gonna? So, are you gonna stab all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shish kebab.
And then she literally says, Gandalf's like, when I eat these, I can feel the legs on my throat. And she goes, that's the best part. They're dancing down your throat. People don't. What are you talking? Yeah, it's so. It feels so good feeling something drag down your esophagus into your stomach. Wow, that feels like. Be real. This is stupid.
I bet you she says the same thing when she swallows a load.
Whoa, whoa, wow, Gandalf. Wait, that's a. I don't. That's.
Oh, there's some forced perspective for you.
Baby. Oh, baby, how is she swallowing? How is she swallowing discount Sam's stuff? Can we go back to why boats float?
This is true, right here.
Yeah, we are toxic.
100%.
I'm not toxic. So so we get the scene where they're eating bugs, and he's like, "I don't like bugs," and she's like, "You're stupid. Eat bugs." And then we go to the Sauron torture scene, where we have, of course, the weird human guy that blew up the mountain is now like higher ranking in Adar's army. That was an Entwive? Man, they're eating the guts of an Entwive? That's crazy. Holy shit. Gandalf is a murderer? Oh my god.
Who would have known good guys in this show are murderers?
Well, if they're guys, you said it, right?
Well,
they're guys, right? So oh boy. So just wanted to say that to you there, Nate. After Lord Father releases you, I'm going to kill you. It's like, all right. It's just Bandolph works for Tree Planned Parenthood. That's right. Holy shit, bro. Like, you can't, it's. I don't even. Aldan, you saw the cover, right? Just throwing in a Stormlight thing because I can. All right. So, and then this is where we get they feed him the weird bone thing, which I wouldn't eat. Anyways, that looks not very edible. Would you eat that, Nathan? I mean, yeah, I
No,
think it looks red too.
because just like Duran said last season, you give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Yeah, and with the bone apparently. So also, let's take a minute to appreciate how I can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
The whole first episode is so dark, except for the ones like there's a few scenes, but I would say probably 30 minutes of the runtime is in darkness and you can barely see what's happening. Tell me you're a Middle Earth Democrat without saying you're a Middle Earth Democrat. A middle what is this the bug thing? Is that
Yeah.
So
the bug thing and the eating the scraps here.
So I have to say, I didn't see this coming. I didn't say it a million times during our live watch. That I didn't see it coming at all. That Sauron was going to befriend this warg, because he befriends this warg by talking to it in, I guess, the dark speech or something, and then he feeds it, gives it the food or something, and now they're buddies. So.
Dude, the BBC Aslan from Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe looks better than this shit.
Look at that. It looks so bad. What is that thing?
Does that thing have a perm? I
don't even like. I don't even. Is that CGI or I think that's actually a real prop. I don't know that it's CGI.
I think it's real.
Look at the eyes.
The eyes look like they're prop eyes from a taxidermist.
They look horrible. I cannot wait for his warg buddy to show up so he can ride him into the sunset. Literally. Oh, dude, if I could have a warg buddy, I have my warg buddy right here, Ghost. Thank you, Ghost, for being with me. He protected me through this shit show. All right, so he befriends the warg, and guess what? That goes. Oh, okay. Here's what we're talking about. So you take it from here. I'll bring up the map again. This is where we're in Grey Havens.
Okay.
Nate, the map.
Okay, so all right, so this is saying Linden, the Grey Havens. So that's okay. So it's not so far to swim, but still.
Oh, so it's not the one you thought it was?
So it's not. I was incorrect.
Okay, good. So, thank God.
So I made you look like a fool in the first stream.
No, it doesn't matter. It was funny.
The show still does a good job of making itself look like a fool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find the map. So is it right close to it then?
Linden apparently is.
So why did they have such a hard time finding him then?
Because they weren't picking up the rocks at the Eddie.
So I won't bring up the map if it. We can correct ourselves. It's okay if we make a mistake as long as we took up tips from L'Oreal. That's true. L'Oreal's hair care products, right? But so that begs the comment: if he is so close, why couldn't they find him? He's not. He's just hiding under a bridge. Right? I mean, and eventually there is a line later that I had missed where Galadriel's like, oh, he'd go somewhere. So that's how they found him, was he'd go to somebody he could trust. So they went there. I don't know how they knew that he was there, because when they went to talk to the shipwright guy, they acted like it was a foregone conclusion that they knew he was already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like it,
Linden is that whole region where Eriador is right next to Eriador.
okay.
So, and where that bay is,
Mhm.
the final lip, I think, is the Grey Havens.
So it's not too bad. Is it still a big swim, or is it not bad?
I mean, it's a big bay. You know, the bay
I
is
mean, here you
still.
want you can share the map if you want.
Yeah. Okay. So,
How's everybody doing? Elron the homeless, Elron the hobo. How far is Linden from Aragon? Anyone roughly know?
Okay, so Eregion
Aragon, sorry.
is right here is Khazad-dûm and Moria, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then Eregion is right here.
Okay.
So it's really close. It's not quite the walking distance that they portrayed last year in last season,
right?
But it's still close. So this is where Celebrimbor is.
Okay.
Is that where he jumped? He actually jumped in Linden, which is right here. Okay. It's the whole country. So I'm assuming that they're probably at Mythlond. Okay. Because this just says Linden General. So I'm assuming he jumped here, and I believe Grey Havens is here. Okay. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but it doesn't have a specific marker for Grey Havens.
That's still a pretty good swim.
It is, because in the key that you saw earlier, the distance thing, and I don't think there's one here. Oh, wait, here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so you're still looking at 100 leagues.
Yep.
You know, and 100.
Maybe less than that.
Yeah,
maybe
that's probably 75.
50 leagues.
Yeah.
That's still quite 75. The swim, man. That's still quite the swim, if we're being honest with ourselves.
100%.
Oh my god. So he goes to the shipwright dude, who's like the pot smoking, elf. He's just chill, man. He's like, chill, brah. And
that's 40,
like, here, I got these
miles.
rings. 47 miles?
Yeah.
So it's still huge.
Wait. Well, hold on. No, hold on. It trained. I asked for how many miles are in 75 leagues, and it gave me kilometers.
Well, that's still a lot. 47 kilometers is like 30-something miles. Hell, it might be 40 miles.
Okay, so per league is 3.5 miles, nautical miles.
So yeah, it's a ridiculous swim.
So that's on the low end. If we're just going to say blanket 3, you're still looking at 225-mile swim.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so I don't take back he is an Olympic swimmer. He should be swimming for Team Middle Earth in the next Olympics. Holy shit, dude. That's nuts. So he finds the shipwright guy. He's like, dude, I got these ring things. I don't really want them anymore. I want to destroy them. And he's like, well, let's throw them in a trench. And that's when Elrond said, that's not destroying them. That's throwing them in a trench. Am I wrong?
Yep.
And he's literally how does he know about this trench? Did he go scuba diving? How does he know it's there? Because he literally then rows out. Well, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. They have the little confab here where they're like, we can't find Elrond anywhere. We have searched everywhere where water meets land. Obviously, you have not searched everywhere, because about 200 miles away where water meets land, he's hiding under a bridge. And then that was the other thing, logistically. How did you fucking search all that area that you're saying you searched? That's a lot of area. That's a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why don't stones float, Anthro? So he is a jet ski. Wait, I didn't. Is there a punchline? Yes, he is a human jet ski. That is now Elrond's nickname, the human jet ski. He's got a motor. He just man, his farts just propel him to new lengths.
He probably did what Jack in Pirates of the Caribbean did and lashed himself to two
Turtles.
dolphins.
Dolphins. Yes.
Was it dolphins or
Well,
turtles?
it was a little fast for turtles, so we'll say dolphins. Dolphins is good.
Yeah.
We got to be original, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Dr. Richard Kimball didn't really jump off a waterfall. He jumped out of a sewer. So we have to change it a little bit. So dolphins instead of turtles. I'm with that.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
sharks.
we're taking a little bit of artistic liberty with the artistic liberty, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
maybe sharks or something. Maybe he just like I don't know. All right, so we have our discussion. We have our discussion, and Galadriel says he would go to somebody he trusts. Don't you know that? And he's like, oh yeah, there's a ship. There's a guy out there, right by the water. Yeah, maybe we should search there. And it's like, okay, so they're on their way. Primal, being 3 in, I think the biggest thing it suffers from now is that. So first of all, season 1 doesn't know favors, right? That's part of the problem. Is season 1 has left it in this weird ass place. 2, I think so far it's more boring than anything. There's a lot that doesn't make sense. Like, don't get me wrong, there is a lot that doesn't make sense. And a lot of contrivances, a lot of exposition dumps, a lot of crap. But I think the biggest thing it suffers from so far, for at least for us, especially trying to watch 3 of these at once, it's boring.
Yeah, nothing has happened.
It's boring. There is long pauses. Isildur's horse has more kills than anybody else in this season so far.
No. Don Lemon.
You're right.
Killed I think 2 or 3 people.
How could I forget? No, I think he killed more than that. You're right. How could I forget? Okay, the horse is second. Now, Don Lemon does do some awesome flippy kicks, which everybody knows is my favorite.
I know. And we had Sword Hand in that episode from
we did indeed have our first Sword Hand, so things are shaping up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm ready to say I don't know. We're only 3 in. We'll see where it goes from here.
Right.
And I did get Spaghetti Goo Monster, so I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about Spaghetti Goo Monster. I can't deny that I'm pretty happy about Spaghetti Goo Monster.
It did make the cold open of this season a lot more entertaining in terms of hilarity, unintentional hilarity than last.
Well,
season.
We got Spaghetti, and I forgot we got Spaghetti Goo Monster, and we got Jesus. So, I mean.
Yeah.
When a show has Jesus in it, how can it be bad, right? I mean, Jesus literally shows up. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, $1 billion, Salty. That is correct.
Yeah. This is insane, though.
So now remember what I said before, real quick. Keep that thought.
Yeah.
When it's plot important, we can get any place in 5 minutes or less. So it's plot important. So they've rode these horses 200 miles on land to get to the Grey Havens because it's important to the plot. So they get there instantly. Yep. They do this constantly through the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. Well, they did it constantly last season too. I mean,
I felt like it was much worse in these first. Like it felt like it was happening every other scene.
Yes. And the only reason why is because when you look last season, it took them forever, like episodes, to even move out of a scene. Like the biggest in like the first 5 episodes, if I recall correctly, the biggest jump, the transportation, was when Elrond rounded the corner from Eregion and appeared at Khazad-dûm.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so but still,
Primal, I don't think so. It starts off with her being a narcissist and conceited, and making the horrible decision to not tell anybody about Sauron because she didn't want to look bad.
Yeah.
So there are some instances where, yeah, I mean, she did make the comment about finding the shipwright. So I will give you that. That was probably a plus on her side for making that realization of where Elrond should be hiding. I mean, they all should have came to that realization that there's just an elf sitting out there next to the water that has a relationship with Elrond. That, you know, but she does make that comment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that she does. But
I will say in the first 3 episodes, she is quantitatively less of an uber bitch
than
she was in the first season. She's 100%. Still a bitch,
but yeah, she's not nearly as insufferable as season 1 yet. Exactly. Yeah. I think that's fair. She comes in and is like, Elrond, give me the rings. And he's like, no. She's like, Elrond, give me the fucking rings. And he's like, I can't. She's like, what do you mean you can't? He's like, I can't. Bye. And he's like, oh my God, they're in the boat. The ship guys got them.
I can't, Galadriel, because you haven't seen what I've seen, but you haven't seen what I have seen.
You haven't seen what I've seen because you haven't seen what I've seen. You've seen what you've seen, but not what I've seen.
Oh my God.
Until you see what I've seen, you can't say anything. So stop seeing things.
It's such a Kamala speech, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? The border is safe.
When we talk about the passage of time.
and then of course, can I ask you something?
I guess.
So we're out on the boat, right? And he's like, I'm sailing away. There's no wind, but I'm sailing anyways.
Oh, that's unfucking real.
There's no wind, but I'm moving anyway. I like to sail in the bay. Oh wait, I missed the part. Or was that?
No. That it comes later.
Okay, so we'll ask the big $100 million question when we get there, but
God, this episode.
Oh yes, long. So this is where we enter the movie Predator, and Gandalf and Nori, I forgot her fucking name. They set a trap.
Yeah, no one cares.
They set a trap.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't help but stop it. He's got a rock. He's gonna bash her head in. I wish he did. Come on, Amazon, you can do it. Oh God, Amazon can't do it.
Nope.
Like, I wish there was just a button that I could advance one at a time too.
Yeah.
Nori. Come on.
Dude. Oh my goodness. Like, he
guys,
the rock and then all of a sudden that's there.
Let us unpack this trap, this tripwire that Gandalf has set. First of all, I have no idea what the hell this is. I guess it's yarn. It's so low to the ground, anybody walking is just going to step on it. So is there like a bear trap under there that's going to activate when they step on the rope? No, it's a tripwire. Second, it's tied to the smallest rock known to man in the middle of the path that you can see it. This is not hidden at all. It's just sitting in the middle of the fucking rocks.
How do you put this on film and take this seriously when you're working on it?
I feel like this is akin to the arrow through the leg. Like, this is somebody
Yeah.
that has no actual experience at life, and they just go, well, we need this to happen, so let's just have them make a tripwire. And they go, oh, okay. And then this is what they did.
Yeah. In all honesty, they should have totally skipped this and just let Nori drop her net thing
Yeah,
on the intruder.
just drop
That's
it
all
on
you
her.
needed.
Yep. Just
Because
enough
that's
time
going to that's going to disorient enough for Gandalf to jump on the other chick.
beat the shit out of her and then be like, oh my god, it's fucking you. I shouldn't have beat the shit out of you. You know, it would have been great if she clocked her with the rock first and then picked it up, and she, like, her brains were everywhere.
In all honesty, if you're worried about being followed and tracked by somebody potentially violent, you're not uncovering them to hit them with the rock. You're hitting them with the rock first.
Well, and secondly, how the fuck did this girl find them?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yes. The most retardedest of hobbitses. Lord of the Three Stooges. Hell yes. Yeah, that's damn right, Corey. 100%.
So now we are back with, now we have Gandalf. What? I didn't realize he goes back to the tree. Is he getting more bugs? So now we have Gandalf, discount Samwise Gamgee, and discount Frodo Baggins. So we're all set for our journey into Mordor. So let's see what else happens in this episode. Nothing there. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so this is the part that sort of irritated me. Okay.
Yep.
So he's in the boat. He goes to drop the jewels. I missed it. He goes to drop the jewels. Then this happens. What the fuck was that?
Right.
What was that?
Well, and why did he drop it the wrong way?
Well, yeah, his arm was over the thing. He drops it. He has to physically pull into the boat to throw the rings into the boat. So first, what was it that hit the side of the boat? What made that splash? Two, why didn't he do what any normal person would do when they got startled? Drop the fucking thing in the water because you're startled. And that's where you're holding it.
Yep.
Now, I know you're thinking, man, is he about to get attacked by an octopus monster? No, of course not. He just puts the ring on and goes. So no explanation. Just a magical fucking... the ocean decided to fart. And and it stopped him from dumping the rings.
Steve, the sea is always right.
It's true. You're right. So the sea told him, don't throw these rings in the water. Steal one immediately. Right? So he steals one.
Right. This is what makes this even worse. Like, just because he had them in his possession, he feels like 9/10 of the law, right?
He steals one.
Finders keepers.
He literally steals one. It's crazy. So then we go back to Adar, and Sauron's like, hey, Sauron's alive. I'm totally not him, but he's in another body. Totally not me. Totally not me. But let me go, and I'll find out what he's doing. Again, totally not me. I'm not Sauron. Okay, guys? Like, not me at all. And Adar's like, all right, but first you have to put your head on the dirt and say a fucking say you swear to me. I said this several times to Nate, and Nate will back me up on this while we were watching this. What do any of these vows? What is the value of any of these vows?
Yeah, when you're evil, vows don't mean a damn thing.
What's it matter? If I'm any of those humans. Oh, by the way, he said he let all the humans go too. All his people have been set free because the Orcsies are good guys. So he set all the humans free, but all you had to do to survive was say I am loyal to Adar, and then they brand your neck, and then they just let you live. So whether you're loyal to Adar or not, you just say you're loyal to Adar, and then be like, oh well, I have an opportunity to get away. Who gives a shit what I said? Right? Because these oaths carry no fucking weight. You're just trying to survive. So he makes this fucking, we're supposed to be like, oh man, look at the turn of phrase that he's using. He's not swearing to Adar, he's swearing to himself. Oh my god, what a smart guy.
Ooh.
Right?
You know what this reminded me of?
Huh.
The oath rod vow from
Yeah.
Moron to Swan in
100%.
season 1 of WAP.
100%. So then they give him a horse, and he rides off. And this is when we find out that we go back to his super puppy friend. I don't know why was he kicking the shirt, but he kicks it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
say
I do believe it was mentioned once in the very first episode.
Yeah.
I believe it was mentioned in the cold open of the whole series.
Yeah.
But since then, nothing.
Yeah, I think it was definitely mentioned in the beginning of the first or the cold open here. So Sauron has hid the warg's collar, which he somehow managed to remove. How did he remove it? Magic, I guess. I guess he used his magic. Did Sauron bang the Tempest out of her? Oh yeah, 100%. She's the storm is no longer inside of her. So we see that there, and his warg buddy eats the dude, and that was the end of weird, creepy human guy, first of his name, starter of mountains and volcanoes. And you can see Sauron's like, ha ha ha, that dude got fucking eaten. What a fucking idiot, right? So yeah, so this is also hoping, what a moron. He let himself get eaten by a warg. These guys are all stupid.
Yeah. Now I'm going to teleport back to Eregion.
Right, because he teleports, because it's important, right? So then we have the gathering of the elves. Gil-galad does this. And sings a song. As all the elves are gathering. And they're all looking all quite, sadsies. And then, of course, the shipwright man comes in. He's like, hey, yo, there's a party here. Nobody invited me. I like parties. I'm here to get down. I'm actually feeling excellent right now because these rings, I found them. They weren't given to me. I found this bag. I found this bag of rings in my house, making the bag mine. I am sharing these with you, mind you, because these are my rings. So I put one on. You guys, you two chumps can decide who's wearing the other ones. Perfection does not exist in this dojo. Does it?
Right.
Perfection does not exist in this dojo. Does it?
No, High King.
No, High King. Then we have some weird, awkward moment where he gives him the rings, and I guess they bite him or something because he drops them. Right? I mean, what happened here? Did he get like? It's like, oh, hey, the rings. It's like, whoopsie daisy. Like, what? Elrond's voice is fucking powerful, brah. Did you see that? He sent a shockwave. That's how he fucking swam so fast. He used his mouth. He sucked up all that water and swam backwards. Like, oh! He just flew, man. Like, my God. So I think it's because
His tongue was the rudder.
had too much shit on his hands, anyways. So it got real heavy, and of course, the crystal that one does a weird dippity do. It bounces to Galadriel, and then she steals this ring for herself. Right? Everybody's just okay. Just like, hey, like,
so much.
who decided she gets a ring? I did, bitch.
Yeah.
So can I just mention this ring stuff has already gone really bad since they're all just free for alling who puts the rings on? It's just like, oh, we're just don't worry about it, all you other elves. Trust me, we're the right elves to have the rings on. Don't you worry. We got your back. We're making such good decisions. Don't worry. We'll wear the rings. We won't lead you astray. It's all good, buddy, right? So, yeah. Boy, oh boy. All right, moving on. So Galadriel gets her ring. They put it on. And of course, as all of us knew, the tree springs to life. Wow. Oh, the goo is gone from the tree. I didn't look. Is the goo still there? Or did the goo go away? It looks like the goo is still on the tree. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Yeah, the goo's still on the tree, man.
Is it?
You see it?
Yep.
It's right here. The goo's still there. So, it's a wedding allegory, is it? All I know is just the ring free-for-all is a little ridiculous. Just like, oh yeah, trust me. Just trust me. We're the right ones to have the rings. And then, of course, we get our one awkward Galadriel smile. One per season.
I hope it's one per season.
The goo becomes golden. Does that mean Sauron's... Oh, actually, Sauron does turn gold when he turns into Jesus.
Yep.
Holy shit, you're right, Danny D. Fuck me. Are you a psychic? Johnny Wishbone, psychic phenomenon. Okay, sorry. My bad. Wrong show. Okay, so the one smile, and then we get to Celebrimbor, who is, I guess he bought himself a new anvil. What? Where is that? Where is that being craned in from, by the way?
Exactly. The ceiling.
They have that, and that's a pretty high tech device right there. It would have been much better if you just, like, I don't know, had a bunch of people carrying it or wheeling it in. No, we have a crane. Okay, we have a crane. Great. Mechanical advantage is real. Love it. All right, there you go. Those two guys. And as soon as this girl walked in, I thought Galadriel was with Celebrimbor. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, why did they take it to the ceiling? Exactly. I like when you start thinking the mechanics of how this works, it's like, okay, why is there a hoist and a crane inside this room? How did they get the anvil to the front of the room to get the stuff on to hoist the anvil? And are they only going to use it once for this one anvil? Is this in place so they can switch out the anvils when he's pounded them to shit?
And I hope the rope that's hauling that anvil up and down, I hope that's real elvish rope. Because that's pretty fucking thin to be carrying that big of an anvil.
Since the anvil looked incredibly light too. I'm just saying. But so then Sauron shows up at Celebrimbor's joint. He's like, hey,
Oregion.
We're friends, buddy, right? You remember that night when we were alone? You said you told me to be gentle, and when I put my ring on you, and I was. You remember that night? I remember that night. I won't tell anybody. That's what those eyes say. I won't tell anybody if you let me in the city. I promise. Wink. I promised Adar the same fucking thing. Oh, sorry. He's like, oh man, I just got a boner. That's what he said. I could bring up the closed captioning, but I don't feel like it. That's exactly what he said in the scene, isn't it? He's like, I just went from 6 to midnight. Is that that's what Caleb Warner just said? He's like, oh boy, look at, he's back.
Oh
Just went
my!
from 6 to midnight. Woo.
My grandmother's drapes just are now in a funny shape.
Excuse me, peasant. Excuse me, Miradonna. Excuse. I have to go change my pants. They're a little moist. I'll be back. Don't let him in the city. Okay, moving on. See, look, that he is smitten. Oh shit! And I forgot. And then this is not the end. Still, you hope it's the end, but it keeps going. Then, wait, what? Why is Jesus already here? Okay.
Is that a preview?
Oh, this is a preview. Okay, so we did make it there. So okay, so next episode, go ad free. No, I don't. Oh, it's gonna try and make me buy shit. Oh my god, sorry. So episode 1 was extremely long and full of terrors. What show is that? Long. The night is long and full of terrors. That's Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Red Witch until she gets old and ugly. Man,
Yep.
that was great when she gets stripped. Man, she was hot. That chick was hot. Why is this not loading now?
I couldn't tell you.
We're having data breach.
More technical issues.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying. So, what do we think of episode 1? Sorry.
Oh gosh.
How are your pants? Are they a little sticky? Not from that episode. No.
Only because I'm in my garage and it's hot in here.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Right. Yeah.
So my
like,
question is oh, sorry, go ahead.
The best thing that happened in between episodes 1 and 2 was the fact that I finished reading the book Dark Matter. That was the best thing.
Yeah.
So
What the hell is going
but
on?
before and after, it was complete shit. Complete shit.
This is fucking weird. So episode 1 will load, episode 2 will not.
What?
Yeah, I'm able to. I'm gonna just try and play through the rest of this on my screen. Episode 2 will not load. There we go. No, I'm not going ad free. All right, we're trying it again. So episode 1 was full of treats. I will say I'm gonna give episode 1 11 out of 10. It's my favorite episode of Rings of Power. You know why? You know why, Chad? Do you know why?
Yeah, Spaghetti Ron.
Yeah, exactly. See, you guys know me so well. We got Spaghetti Goo Monster.
Yep.
Yeah, she was smoking. Absolutely. Ooh, that's a fun. Yeah. So hey, I'm gonna share this. Hey, I know you guys are thrilled to hear that this thing is back. Yay! We get to see more of this thing later. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. Thing is
I'm
right.
so thrilled. What? 1? Did you say 1? Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
All right.
But Brandon Sanderson's up to 14.5 million.
Damn. Did we get any secret stretch goals?
Dude, he hit 13 million at noon today.
Yep.
He's got 20 minutes to go.
I can't wait to get some of those books. Those books are going to be so rad, dude.
Man.
Some of the artwork and shit. Oh. All right. So, We start this episode with a
lava
throbbing ball sack.
I would say that this is like the internal look of what it looks like when a jelly-filled donut is getting pushed in.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're getting your shit pushed in. Is this Celebrimbor thinking about his night alone with Sauron?
Yeah, like wishing he had an
Kiss the
internal camera.
girl. Sha la 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 la. Don't be shy. Oh, sorry.
Gotta kiss the elf.
Kiss the elf.
Man.
Take him to the anvil and pound him like iron. Wait, no, that's not it. Fa la la. They locked eyes from across the blacksmith.
Tell me you've watched too much of this show today without telling me you've watched too much of this show today.
No, I'm on medication. That's part of it. I had to take extra to get through it. That and Monster. In fact, I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. Steve's gonna go rub his Monster. I hope he heard that. I don't think he did though.
Kiss the guy.
I told everybody you were gonna go rub your Monster.
I did.
Yep.
I got a long night tonight.
Is that Sauron's sphincters?
No, this is about the size of mine, actually. That? No, I thought you were talking about my drink.
Yeah. That is probably Sauron's hemorrhoid.
It is, actually. He lanced it. That's what it looks like.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ow.
he lanced it. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, this was the inside of my brain by the end of the next episode. So we get... So, okay, God. I forgot this is how this episode... This episode starts off with us finding out that Disa and what's his name?
Durin
and Disa are now slumming it and can't afford a mushroom. They have to buy a mushroom stem, not a mushroom, because they're poors.
Aside from the fact that he's a fucking prince.
I'm not kidding. They are the poors. So they're shopping in a slum market and can't buy a full-size mushroom. They have to buy a stem. Did I miss it? I missed it. Here, I'll bring it back. Here we go.
Yeah.
Next time on Rings of Power, we watch Durin and Disa fill out their shopping list at Costco.
Yeah. Well, and that was like my first reaction with this scene was they are grocery shopping.
Yep.
The show is grocery shopping for a species that does not care for eating plant life.
Well, and also, this scene is deliberately in here to show this. The mirrors. The only reason this is here is so we can see the mirrors because of what happens to said mirrors. Right? So then we proceed to the market.
When the clouds come, it goes completely dark.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. It's like, how do you deal with clouds?
Why do the rocks of Khazad-dûm look plastic? Because those rocks actually do float.
Hold on. We may have an update here. Hold on. This is important. So yeah, so we get the so let me get to the mushroom scene here, so you can talk about that while I'm looking. We may have the convergence of the Orcs Lives Matter and Trollocs Lives Matter may be complete. We're gonna check it out here.
Yeah.
If we could get to the Jesus. Everything takes so long in this show.
It does. Like even talking.
Wow.
There's so much space between words. It's unreal. And it gets even worse.
All right, let's see here. Let's see if this is up to snuff. Oh, dude, come on. No, I got to fucking... This guy didn't deal... No, this is not going to work. Why has he got a fucking hand in his mouth? Sorry. I'm dealing with this. Mm-mm-mm. No. Need revisions. Sorry. So here
Yeah.
So here is this the mushroom part? Yes. Okay. So
Yep.
he picks up the mushroom, and she's like, "Durin, you ignorant slut. We can't afford that mushroom. We're gonna get this stem."
Get this. By the way, again, I don't know the economy of this made-up world, but mushrooms are not expensive.
Um, what color are orcs' eyes, by the way?
Black, I think.
Should we have red eyes in the? Should we have red eyes in the? On the emote?
Yeah,
You
I
like
think
red eyes?
so. Well, what color is the orc going to be?
Here, I'm gonna show. Here, let me. I'm gonna download it, and you guys can see it. Actually, here, I'll just share this page, and you guys can give me your opinions on this. Oops, wait. Let's see here. Yeah, because it needs some. It's not quite right. They sort of didn't understand. I used the TLM one as an example, and they didn't quite understand what I was looking for. So there you go. That's what it looks like right now. So I told him to remove the hand and make him have a smile. What else should we add, guys? What else, we're live creating a new emote for this. OLM is
Pseudo.
combining with TLM. So I'm having him remove the arm and turn it into a smile. Is there anything else you guys think we should have?
Might go a little bit of a darker red in the
In the
eyes.
darker eyes, darker
Yeah,
eyes, red.
yeah, I would say darker red in the
Okay.
eyes.
Can make the eyes a darker red. Looks like body is missing here. Should he have a weapon behind him or no? We don't need a weapon.
Nah, it just gets you busy at that point.
Yeah, what are you guys thinking? So if we switch it to smile, a little darker red. No, I'm not doing that. Yellow eyes? What do you think? Do you think we should change it to yellow eyes or red eye? The red eyes? Because I'm sort of, I was sort of thinking the yellow eyes too. Chat, what do we think? Yellow or red? Yeah, red. I'm sort of with you there. What do you think?
So maybe do a darker red, but have it outlined in yellow. What would that?
That could be. Hmm. Hmm. Reddit, that would be that could be a little bit weird. I think that might be too busy. If we're
Okay.
talking busy. Oops. Yellow? Okay, so we got some yellows. Let's all right, let's try the yellow. Edit. A yellow, like a dark yellow?
Yeah, a dark yellow. I wouldn't go bright yellow.
Dark yellow.
Like a like I haven't had enough water piss color yellow.
Got you. Yes. I like it. Any other suggestion? Dark yellow, yes. Piss color, okay, good. Yep. What's up?
I'll dance baby blue.
Oh shit. My father has good intentions, but sometimes it drives me fucking crazy. All right. Let's see here.
Dads do best, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true.
I can't wait to have my kids respond to the way that I respond to my dad. Do that with me.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just like, it's like I've told him 3 times that I don't work till Tuesday, but I haven't written it down on a little whiteboard, so he keeps forgetting. So it's like up here asking, and then he's like asking me about Ryan tomorrow because he's going for his driving test because it's his birthday today. And I'm like, I told you already I'm taking him, so I don't know what the problem. Like, he's like, no, you didn't. It's like, all right, I'm not gonna argue with you. He's like, you've been pretty consumed. It's like, yeah, it's my day off. Like, I'm gonna take it easy. Like, I work hard. Like, yeah, I'm consuming the thing that I like to do. It's like whatever.
Wait a minute. You like to watch Rings of Power?
Well, I'm just hanging out. That's not true. You're right. Yeah, what am I talking about? All right, so we're happy with. We'll see what those revisions come back as. That sound good? I think we're good there. We'll see. We'll see what comes back from that. So those are sent in. Yeah, I think that could be good. All right. So those are sent. Okay, good. Off we go. So hopefully we get that was actually really fast. So hopefully we get another update real quick. All right. So bald. What do you guys think? Bald? Jeremy White comes in with the bald. Wait, wasn't Jeremy just a member like a minute ago? I swear to God, Jeremy was just a member. Maybe I'm making things up. Yeah, he was. Man, all those gifted memberships are running out. What's the return time? That came back and like that one. I just made that like I made that request like 4 hours ago. Oh wait, yeah, he is a member. What the hell was that about? That was so weird. Sorry. God, that was odd. Oh my God, really? It's a miracle. All right. Books on the tool chest is a whole. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. All right, so we're getting mushrooms to make a mushroom stew.
He's talking about this in my
gotcha.
my stack of Wheel of Time and
Gotcha.
and Stormlight.
Gotcha. Absolutely. All right, so we're going through the market, the farmer's market. She feels an earthquake because she's got all them hips going. And then he does a Superman punch and flies and saves Disa because he's agile like a kitten.
Yeah.
I feel the earth rumbling under my feet.
Yeah. No, that's just your.
How did she feel the roof caving in? Brace yourselves. Right? Oh, I don't have it shared. I better share it.
Rude.
There you go. Brace yourselves. Here it comes. Jump on the Disa. It's lucky he moved or he would have died. Damn that pot. And this is where wham! Sucks to be those dwarves.
Yep.
Man, natural selection right there.
Right here. Actually, that would have been a great spot when that hit to do exactly what they did in Lord of the Rings and Khazad-dûm and have the music go ba 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 ba
ba ba, and then the Balrog comes climbing up the wall. He's like, duh. He's got the rock. He's like, take your trash out of here, and then he goes back down.
Yeah, and when he throws it, he goes. Meow.
He's like, first you throw leaves down here, now a giant rock. What is wrong with? Stop putting your trash in my lawn. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
I'm calling the Moria HOA.
Yeah, exactly. So then we get the cringy thing. We get a close up on Galadriel's eyeball. What? Oh, she's planting something? I don't remember that. But we have the extreme eyeball shot. Because eyeball. These lands shall bear what? No, they won't. They're gonna be watch later in the lady. Oh wait, this is the dream, isn't it? Yeah. So
I
this
think
is the
so.
dream sequence. She is having another foretelling. Celebrimbor comes in and is like, Galadriel, you're the best ever, and she's like, something's wrong here. This must be a dream. I'm not the best ever. And he's like, no, it's not a dream. You are the best ever. And she's like, no, I'm not. It's come on. What are you talking about? So then the air has a period and turns red after the twigs of fate grab Celebrimbor. So we now have Spaghetti Monster and Root Monster, and he this is, I guess this, so whatever, I'm moving on. And then of course we turn red, and in black speech, Celebrimbor is turning into Gollum. The tree eats his soul, but he likes it because it's putting a root in his pooper. And she does her patented scream and look weird face.
The lighting is so bad. It is just so fucking horrible.
This is the highest resolution that Amazon has too. What I don't get about this is she already knows he's Sauron. Shouldn't there be a little bit more panic about him hanging out with Celebrimbor? What are you talking about? They sent a letter. What else do you want them to do, Eldan? They sent one horse rider with a message. Like, it's not like they warp everywhere else whenever they need to be places. Like, why would they warp to Celebrimbor and tell him, hey, the most evil guy on our planet is free and roaming around disguised as your buddy? Maybe you should fucking know that. No? No. Yeah, I sounded stupid. I don't know why that shit came out of my mouth. It sounded stupid as soon as I said it.
I wish they would get that idea.
Yeah, they sent one horseman. That'll suffice. So I forget what they're talking about here. I don't really care. Hellbrand's like, hey, let me in, bitch. And she's like, nah. Celebrimbor said no. Then we have Smilo Ren's counterpart, Skullface McGee. Oh wait, we skipped the part where somebody randomly kills this guy. This is the the messenger. Because they didn't pay for...
the scene before that, Celebrimbor's like, I should be hearing word from
Lyndon,
Lyndon anytime soon. And she's like, well, but he looks like he's been hurt. And he's like, well, he'll be fine or something.
Yeah. Celebrimbor can take care of himself. He's a mighty elf of greater stature. I don't know. So some I don't know if this is random. I don't know if we're supposed to think Sauron orchestrated this. I don't know. I don't know. And they don't answer who killed him, why.
Yep.
I think we're supposed to think it was Sauron's doing, but how? How is a question that comes up a lot when you're watching this show and is never answered. You're left saying how, and you sound like you're speaking another language because you never get... It's never paid off. You never get paid off for what's going on.
Nope.
Well, apparently, like that's where we start. That's how we start the episode. She didn't because she didn't want to look bad.
Yep.
So she's a selfish bitch. So she didn't tell everybody Sauron was around because she didn't want to look bad. But we didn't give her a hard time about that because Elrond had the rings. So we just forgot about that whole thing. That's what makes her the worst person on the planet. All she cares about is herself. So yeah, so Dead Rider. Celebrimborn's like, get out of my city. Oh wait, we don't know this is not. We don't know this is Metal Face McGeezax yet. So we are at what is it called? Ska's Garage. This is where the
Yeah.
Twi'leks and the little guys from Star Wars hang out.
Yeah.
What are the little guys from Star Wars? I don't know why the statue from World of Warcraft is here either, but um,
I didn't even notice that.
there it is. Tyrael is watching over these wooden hovels or these clay hovels. There he is. So we have this is a tier 5 warrior in World of Warcraft. He got the bronze helmet of Skull's Advance, and he got his epic mount, so he's ready for the next level. What the fuck is this? Do we know who this guy is?
Nope.
Just skull-faced McGeezax, okay?
Yeah, it's
Ewoks, yeah.
I mean, all this stuff is completely made up bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then we go inside and we get introduced to Drools on Chin lady who let some butterflies out of a pot, and then she cuts herself. Or well, no, somebody cuts her hands for her, and she bleeds on the floor. And then Butterfly Lady shows up, and it's
that's
that.
I
you forgot about this, didn't it? You forgot about it.
I forgot that when they were sort of destroyed last season, they burst into butterflies or moths or whatever.
So what happened was she was turned into. So how did they get them in the jar?
They caught every single one of them, I guess. They're really good at it. And we get Feminem.
Why the blood like and then like there it is. There we go.
Yep.
So
and the leader says, "Would the real Slim Shady please stand up?"
And that's why it standed up. It's like, I'm here, right here. So then the cult leader guy's like, yo, you don't have any information. I wasted all that blood from that chick's hands. It's like, what? Like, he's acting like he sacrificed. It's like the show doesn't understand that means nothing. It's just blood from hands. It's not like he sacrificed the girl to bring her back. She just cut her hands. It's a little blood. There's plenty of people in the room to get more blood. Like, I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. Moving on. We go back to here's another good shot at Bronze Skull Man face. Who's living his best life. Then we get back to the Discount Hobbit trio with Discount Gandalf in the head, with Discount Frodo Baggins, and Discount Samwise.
You forgot the line though. He's like, because if the Ishtar doesn't surrender to me, then I will kill the little ones that are with him. And the guy smiles like that's some big evil twisted plot.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he's like, "Ooh, yes, I love when you kill little people. It is the best." Yeah. I forgot about that. So Gandalf looking like he's ready to off himself as normal because he's with two idiots. And no, I think the Skullman face looks fine. I think it's in the wrong show.
Yeah.
I don't think it matches anything else in the show. I just don't think it belongs there. Yeah, that was the whole thing was weird in there.
Yeah.
between the
Well,
blood hands and
and,
the kill the Geralt. Yeah, it was weird.
and I would say this, Aldan, that's only like one of the worst lines in this episode from the simple point of view of the response to it. If the response wasn't a silly smirk of "oh, let me twist my mustache" kind of thing, the line wouldn't have been as bad.
Yep.
But because of that response, it's just like, really, this is wow.
All right, now we're gonna get to my favorite scene of this episode. Do you remember what scene this is? So the bounty hunters, so Boba Fett's bounty hunters have caught up to them.
Yeah, they teleport.
So they're tracking them. Oh, I got too far. So they're tracking them down. Just remember what timestamp we're at. 23:29. Okay. So Nori, whatever her name is, has a map. She's just looking big and dumb as she does. They go, "Oh, we hear some shit." It's like, wow, they've already found us. It's not like they were just talking about us 2 seconds ago. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Like, this is how, like, the way they clip together scenes, it's not cool because it feels like it's all just happening instantly.
Yeah.
So
there's no semblance of a passage of time at all.
The scenes are built horribly. So they're coming on their horses. They're like, "Oh yes, horses are coming," and she looks dumb and is like, "What's a horse?" And Gandalf's like, "Seriously?"
I mean, that could almost be a screenshot.
I just took it. Yep, I got it. She looks dumb and she's like, "What's a horse?" And Gandalf's like, "What?" And then slaps her in the face and she dies. And I was like, "Wow, that was no." She didn't. I wish. So then we're like, "Okay, let's hide." And there's this really funny part where the hobbits get all their stuff, and Gandalf is like, "Where did they go? What? Oh, I better hide too." So Gandalf also hides. And that's when we get to my favorite part, which is
God,
the bounty hunter guy from Mos Eisley who works for Boba Fett. So Gandalf is covering his eyes behind a rock. Okay, that's where he's hiding. Okay.
and
This
but
guy
it gets
is
better
climbing
later.
on rocks, looking for people behind rocks, but doesn't check that rock. They also do not see This is Starchild. Again,
Wow,
no, this is like
scarf.
this is like Beaver Face or something. I don't know. Like, this is Rat Face.
Look at
Who's
this scarf.
Oh, he of course hits the snake, which falls down in front of the two idiot twins, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's a snake!" Oh, and of course we, for no reason, kill the snake because snakes are annoying, I guess. Now he's got to go down there and get his knife. So now we have, I guess, Spear Face. Is this Pelican Boy? Like, what's like?
Like, so he picks up the knife, looks straight at him. That snake was about to go at Nori.
Yep.
So why would a snake be getting ready to strike if nothing was there?
So, well, not only that, he's looking right through him. You can see there's holes in this thing that they're hiding behind. He is literally looking right at them. And he goes, "Whoopsie doopsie doo." That's a weird looking. Wow. Okay. Hanging dong face. Yes, I like that. Very good. So he's like, "Nothing to see here," and he moseys on off. They're still close. Yeah, you think? Now, if you remember, the girls were hidden here because he's walking away here. Gandalf is hiding right. In fact, I think we can actually see him where my pointer is.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
I think that's Gandalf right there.
Yeah.
So you had a guy walking around up here. You had a guy looking right at Nori and the other chick right there. And then he goes, "They're close. Let's get out of here."
Okay, so here's the thing. This scene setup is really bad too. So the guy up on top of the rock that was looking straight down to where they were and Gandalf is disappeared
Right.
because Schlongface was the one that was right at them in front of them. So the three people were walking from three completely different positions, and the guy who was above them disappeared.
Right. So, and then you literally watch as she. So that is the thing she was behind. This net thing. The guy was looking right at it. It doesn't look anything like the material right next to it. It doesn't look natural. So how the fuck did this guy not see that? So that's number one. Number two, they come out. She's like, "Ugh," and then we can see Gandalf comes out from behind a rock. Gandalf was just hiding behind a rock back here, and they didn't find him. Come on, show. Dude, you like really? It's just so bad. It's like they take us all for idiot. You have to like this is just terrible. Like have there be a little cave or something that he pulled a rock in front of that he did like something. Do something. It's insane. It's insane. Ugh. So yeah, so that scene pissed me off. Then we get we go to the Disa and the three taps. Disa and the two rock singers. They're about to go on tour to earn some money since they're now transient and can't eat mushrooms. So she's like, "Hey King, I'm starting a band. Will you sponsor us?" And he's like, "Sure." But Dern just has to apologize to me. And she's like, "Fucking nuts to that shit. I'm out." And she takes off. Next scene. No. This is basically, yeah. So, oh, this is after the cave-in. Oh, yeah. So I forgot. The cave-in blocked out all the mirrors and made Khazad-dûm completely dark because torches don't have light.
No. You got that out of order. The
sun,
the clouds blacked out everything in the cold open.
Oh, okay.
Right? This is where she and her the trio go and they sing and then they black out everything here.
Well, wait. I think it's half and half. No, because I think the earthquake. No, because they're talking to the digger guy. This guy's a digger. Because they're talking about the tunnel. Remember we were talking about it. How the dwarves didn't want to dig, and you're like, they're dwarves. That's what they do. Right, because when the earthquake happened, it caved in some of the lights.
Yes,
the mirrors, and these were the only ones left. So they're doing, I guess, their rock moving song to try and free up the tunnels for the mirrors instead of digging for some reason. And they go and do their song thing. Or am I too far ahead of myself?
No,
here
right.
it is. Here it is.
Yeah,
they go and do their song thing. Have they done it yet? No.
Nope,
They do their song thing. No.
It's fun to stay at the.
What? They're holding hands, so they really mean it. Like what's she doing with her hands? I have no idea. We get the extremely long wide shot of Khazad-dûm because everything takes forever in this show. Everything takes forever. Like look how long. Like, just what? Wow! Yeah! She's like, Jamon, come on! Come on! Give it to me, baby. Like, and meanwhile, I don't know how she's all poor. She's got gold on her hands and her forehead, so like, I don't know. I don't get it.
And was wearing those in the grocery store.
So, the the singing girl trio does a lot of good for everybody. They black out the last, you know, mirrors because nobody wanted those mirrors anyways. So,
And they blew
yeah.
out the torches on the bridge.
Yep. So yeah. So Cause of Doom is now completely dark, and the king's like, "Man, you suck." And then he's like, "My son sucks," and she's like, "Your son doesn't suck," and he's like, "Yes, he does." And he's like, "Well, if you'd apologize to me, you could have money again." And she's like, "Okay, you should apologize to him though." And he's like, "Bah, it's his fault." And they're like, "Okay." So then they leave, and Dern's like, she's like, "You should apologize to your dad so we can eat." And he's like, "Nah, fuck that guy. He's wrong." And she's like, "Dude, stop being a baby." And he's like, "Nah, I'm a baby. I want to be a baby." And he's like, "I'm not apologizing." And then that's it. Moving on. Right? That's about it. Um, Elrond is sulking, sanding a bone or a piece of wood for a ship that's not on the ship for some reason.
Yeah, they'll glue it on later.
Or if it's not a piece of a ship, it's a piece of artwork. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but he's a
Galadriel,
politician. He's a politician, so it's quite logical for him to be working in a wood shop.
true. She's grown some mutton chops. Yes, she has the muttons. So he's wearing some weird shoes too. I just noticed that. But so she lovingly touches Elrond, and Elrond is now pregnant. Oh wait, sorry, I got that wrong.
I love how she intentionally touches him with the ring hand too. Like, hey,
Yeah,
look
what
what
a
I've got,
bitch.
you motherfucker.
Yeah, what a bitch. It's like, you know how I feel about that ring. Can you get that shit away from me, bitch? Like, you are such a bitch. Ooh, this is a good shot. There you go. Got another one. That was a good one. You think? I like that one. All right.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Elrond, stop being a baby. No, I want to be a baby. I'm going to touch your heart. I cannot let him. Oh yeah. So this is where she explains why Elrond needs to go with her, because, uh, she wants to peg Halbrand, and she needs somebody there to keep her from screwing him.
I cannot let him in again, Elrond. You need to be in, not him.
If you put it in me, he can't put it in me. So will you put it in me? Because if somebody's in there already, there isn't room for another one. Just jumping in, not going to stay long, but remember, every Elrond and Galadriel interaction is between mother-in-law and son-in-law. Yeah, well, that makes the sex stuff really weird, doesn't it? Wow. So it's like, I'm touching your heart. Your heart is pure. Is this where they say when you say your name, your heart fills with joy? Is that one?
No, that's the hobbits talking to.
That was such a weird. I don't even understand. Oh yeah, that's right. That's when Gandalf is trying to remember his fucking name or some shit. This is when she's just trying to manipulate him.
He doesn't know his name. They're trying to name him, and he's like, "You just don't understand."
Yeah. So this is her trying to manipulate him into going. He's like, "Fuck you! I don't want to go. You're a bitch. I don't think you should be wearing the rings. Leave me the fuck alone. I want to polish my piece of wood." Then we go to, what's that?
And according to this show so far, Elrond has been the most consistent.
Yes.
He and the most correct out of anybody in the show so far.
So far, yes. Elrond is actually making points that make sense, and everybody's ignoring them because they don't want it to make sense. Then we get to the shipwright dude shaving with a oyster shell.
Okay, I got something to say about this bullshit here. Okay, this is how you know. This is how you know that the writers are telling the fans of the source material to fuck off, because you are taking the one bearded elf, the characteristic that is greatly appreciated just for its uniqueness among the fandom. It's not a big thing lore-wise, but they just like the fact that he's the one bearded elf, and he's fucking shaving it off.
Well, it's also the fact that they started with it on,
Yeah,
and then they removed it.
exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's insanely insulting.
So yeah, but so he's shaving with a oyster shell instead of shaving with a knife because why? Knives don't exist in this dojo, I guess. Uh, razors, straight edges. They haven't been invented, just swords and knives. So I guess we shave with shells. Okay. Elrond is talking to him. I forget about. I don't really care. Oh, this is when he tortures the fish or some shit with the ring,
Yeah.
right? Pulls them out of the water and plays with them, and then throws them back in the water. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Right. So, and again, this is where some logic just goes to fucking die. We do not yet fully understand these rings. Then why are you fucking wearing them?
It's like, did you try maybe since the goal was to heal the tree, they healed the tree. Did you think about maybe trying to take off the rings after the tree is healed to see if it stays healed? That way you don't run the risk of wearing this ring that might be corrupted by Sauron.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, why? Yeah, fuck it. It feels good, baby. It feels good to have this ring on. Then we shift back to the desert. Nice result. That just makes me think of that shot. Just made me think of Spaceballs. Yeah. Didn't it?
Yeah.
We ain't found shit.
Nice song. I love that. I appreciate the fact that you referenced something infinitely better, so that we can have this. Forced perspective shot.
There's another one. Yep. So, like, there. And don't tell me that that's not. Did I miss it? Yeah, I did. Here it comes. It's because this fucking Amazon player is garbage. Yeah, okay, so here it is. So we're doing it again. That's the only reason we're doing it. It's done terribly again because there's no other reason to have them down there on the sand like that other than to try and make them look smaller. But what they've also don't realize is they have them so far away that they look like fucking ants. He looks like a fucking giant if that's what you're trying to accomplish. And that's what they're trying to accomplish. And I don't know how they look at this and they go, yeah, those hobbits look really small compared to Gandalf, don't they? We've done it. It's crazy.
Right. Well, but then they completely defeat the purpose of this pseudo forced perspective in the very next cut.
Yep.
When he's dragging them.
Nice. Just every time I just think of Spaceballs. All right. So then we find the well in the middle of the desert. Because every desert has a well, right?
Yeah.
We just happened upon the well in the middle of the desert, Oh, I forgot. Gandalf passed out from heat exhaustion before the two little chicks. Yeah.
So instead of just doing the easy thing and filling up their water bottles with water and then going back,
they drag him.
Take the effort to drag him back all the way to the well.
Mm-hmm. Then they get the water, and they activate the water alarm.
Yeah. So Joshua, the temple or the deserts in Middle Earth are all on the east. They're east of everything. It's east of Mordor. And so that's where they've traveled to. And because there's not really any material for that, they can make up any shit that they want to with this.
So also, I want you to pay attention to this. So this is another physics thing that doesn't work. So she starts yelling at Poppy Puddle Fucker, whatever her name is. Poppy Puddle Fucker. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Poppy Puddle Fucker. She's yelling at her. Nori's yelling at Poppy Puddlefucker because she wants the water faster. So instead of course, getting up and helping her, she just yells at her. She then puts the knot in there and takes the heavy part. Now watch. She takes the heavy part filled with water off the rope. This hook weighs about nothing. Okay?
Yep.
So then all of a sudden, the knot slips out for no reason, sort of similar to, the ocean burping it fucking the shipwright dude. So he doesn't drop the rings in the water. So it just pops out. And then that rope just starts going crazy, starting the alarm, the bucket alarm. Because
and they're not. And
look how fast it's going, with no weight on the end of that. And then she shovels little droplets into his beard. It's like, you're missing his mouth, darling. Oh my God! Oh man! 2 drops of water. He's revived. Oh, thank God, man! Water's magical.
Great goats, you're alive.
Great goats, of course. You haven't heard that before? I mean, come on. So then, of course, the well alarm has sounded. Man, is this not a hero shot if you've ever seen one right here?
It's the Avengers eat your heart out.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking... Look at this picture. These are our heroes, folks. Oh, all right. So, Gandy Wandy has picked up another staff. Somewhere in here he had a vision of his wooden staff, confirming it's Gandalf.
Oh yeah.
So the copper faced bandits show up, and they're mad that somebody's been using their well. So Gandalf gets mad and causes a tornado and kills everybody. The end.
Right. Or just forces them to run away. And this is where you hear them in like Monty Python style, run away, run away.
Yeah, look at the... Oh, sorry, we got a little ahead. Look at how windy this shit is. It is like all over the place. Windy.
Yeah. And the lightest people in the whole thing, as you had pointed out.
Yep. They're just stuck to the ground. Yep. They're just stuck to the ground. No problem.
Like in a tornado, in a tornado like that, everybody's dead. With all the rocks and debris flying around, everybody dies.
Oh yeah, they're all dead, 100%. Let me check something out real quick. I think I got another email. This may be done. Oh, nope. Those are the comments. We haven't gotten a new one yet. All right.
Okay. Final number for Sanderson was $14,570,318.
Wow. 14 million?
Yep.
Wow. That's insane.
Right. Especially when you consider that 1.5 million since noon.
My God. All right. So we're in the tornado. Everybody's dead. Then we cut back to Celebrimbor, who has decided to, the rarest material on Earth, mithril. He decided to make a piece of wall art with the last little bit he had instead of do something useful with it. So he makes some moon runes or some shit.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Suffocation happens first, Josh. 100%. So he says, with this last little sliver of mithril, I decided to make this thing that glows in the moon. To put it on my wall, I guess. Like, what is the purpose?
Yeah, decoration.
Like that seems like a big waste of the rarest material on Earth. But you also see how long it takes to actually get there. It's still like look all the panning. There we go. So we've now made a piece of wall art out of the rarest material on Earth. That sounds like an elvish thing to do, doesn't it? 100%. Flying cows too, absolutely. So, uh, is this Halbrand? Halbrand's still being led around. They're out in the rain. He's like, Celebrimbor. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. So, oh God, yes. Okay, we're almost there. So now Sauron. This is where Sauron is now being smarter than everybody. So he goes, "Man, have you heard from Lyndon Celebrimbor?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Have you heard what? So you haven't heard what happened to the ring?" He's like, "What happened with the rings?" And he's like, and then Sauron's like, "Man, doesn't it suck when you do all the hard work, then everybody fucks off and doesn't give you any credit? You should be fucking pissed off at them because they don't fucking appreciate you." And Celebrimbor's like, "Yeah, okay, come on in. You're right. Let's chill. Fuck those guys." That's pretty much it, right? I mean, I know I cut it down, but
Yeah.
right. So he makes he lies about the note because he knows he hasn't got the note yet somehow. Pretends that they don't care and they're not giving him credit for making the rings. Tells them the rings work, but they stole all the credit. And then Celebrimbor's like, "All right, well, just come on in then. Fuck them." Right? That's about it.
Yep.
But then, if you thought that was weird, then Sauron disappears. I'm gonna take this off screen while we get there. Then Sauron disappears, and this is the best part of this episode because you would never believe what's about to happen. I was shocked to my core. The fires of the furnace start raging, and then what happens? At some point, something. Jesus Christ! It all takes so long. It's so frustrating. Do you see how long this is taking
Yeah.
for just this one thing?
Forever. Forever.
Jesus. He's still walking
Yeah.
around. He's still walking around. He's still walking
Yeah. Well,
around.
and if you remember, Sauron was in the middle of a sentence when the thunder struck, and so Celebrimbor went to close the blinds,
Mm-hmm.
and then when he turned around, Sauron was gone, and so all this stuff happens like wait a minute, you were saying something, dude. What's going on? Like what happens in your mind when something like this? I wouldn't trust the motherfucker.
Yeah, of course not. He's crazy. But then, so he walks around for another 30 seconds, and then he comes here, and then this happens. Jesus is still taking forever. Jesus shows up.
Yeah, well, it gets better. The view gets better with this.
I'm trying to, but it's taking. There you go. It's Jesus. Guys, Jesus is here. Who knew that yes, he came out of the fireplace.
Yep. The Lord of the Rings. Shut up.
And he calls himself the Lord of the Rings. By the way, that's not just that's Sauron saying, "I am the Lord of the Rings" to Celebrimbor. So I thought. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I thought this whole season was about Sauron hiding as Anatar, not letting people know who he was, so he could fool them into making the Rings of Power, or making the rings to enslave the humans and try to enslave the Dwarves.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he's supposed to be hiding, right?
Um, hiding in plain sight in a way.
Right,
I
but
mean,
they're
like,
not supposed to know he's Sauron, are
right?
they?
No.
So he just
Well,
tells them. Well, I mean,
I'm trying to remember the lore now. Like,
he
I
doesn't have
don't.
any rings. No,
Yeah.
he's the Lord of the Rings
Karis is right.
without rings.
Right. No, the only rings he makes are the dwarven rings and the men rings and his own ring. And
Look
then
at Jesus! Wow, that is quite the fucking fireplace.
yeah, the elven rings are made after all of the other rings are made. So
Not
it's
in
kind of like,
this.
I know.
So Jesus has arrived on Middle Earth. He came out of a fireplace. And Celebrimbor was like, we're partners. And Jesus is like, we're partners, buddy. Let's make some rings.
And
And
he says, Daddy's got a new wig.
Yep. And Celebrimbor's like, hey, more pants. I need more pants. I've soiled these pants as well. And I think that's the episode.
I think so.
Oh, no,
No, wait,
no.
it cuts.
This is when Gil-galad says, okay, Elrond's going on this trip with you because I don't trust you, Galadriel. I trust Elrond. You know, the guy that just stole the rings and tried to get rid of them and was, in my eyes, proven wrong because when we put the rings on, it healed the tree. So, you know, this guy who should probably be in prison because he stole these rings and almost destroyed the elf kind. Yeah, he's going and he's in charge because I don't trust you because you want to fuck Sauron. So I trust this thief guy who didn't believe in the rings, uh, who wants to destroy all that shit. More than I trust you because you want to screw Sauron. Off you go then. You and three other elves go tell Celebrimbor what he needs to be told. So, but the good thing is this crew will make it in a half hour because they're the main cast. So, right? So they'll instantly get there, right?
Of course, why not?
Because they don't, right? Because oh, that's right, because we go to Numenor. Yay!
So wonderful.
Oh, and by the way, we are totally going to get the elf orc team up. It's 100% happening because we're trying to make orcs look like misunderstood good people.
Yep, they're liberators.
The orcs just want to live life like the others. Wow, really? That's crazy, bro. I'm just reading your thing.
Oh yeah.
Do we want to
Yep.
try and get through this episode?
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
We
we're
can
here.
speed
Well,
run it.
let me go refresh my water.
Okay, well I'll start because we can speed run
Yeah.
most of this, I think.
Yeah, well, we did earlier today too with episode 3.
Yeah. So we start. We're in. Oh wait, no. We start with Adar. Oh wait, no. Is this the recap? Yeah, this is the recap. So where do we start? We start here with the horse. So the horse doesn't want to get on the ship. This is Isildur's father trying to get the horse on the ship. They're all like, hey, the horse don't want to go on the ship. Let him stay. And they're like, all right, fine. Whatever. Go free, horse. And everybody cheers. They're like, "Yay, the horse is free!" Right? Okay. So then the horse instantly gets captured by orcs, and the orcs try to eat his horse flesh, but the horse kills two of them. I think is this where the horse kills two of them? So the horse is So the horse is going. It's fiercely loyal to Isildur. I don't know why we get a shot of Mount Doom here. I don't remember. But I so wish this was better. Okay, so they try to capture the horse, and the horse kills two of them. I guess the orcs do have little dark red eyes here, don't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't count this thing as canon for their looks, though.
Yeah, right. So the horse instantly gets caught, and the horse is like, "Nah, bro, I'm not your horse. I'm a Steeldor's horse." Well, pow! And kills the horse, or kills the orc. So the horse, as of this moment right now, has the highest kill count in the show.
Yeah.
At least for this season.
KRS, so far you are correct, and it gets worse this episode.
This episode, yeah, so it's 90% talking in hallways, expedition bullshit. This episode is so omega boring. I was literally falling asleep.
Right, and it's so much more boring than, like, I would say episode 2 is the worst of the three. This episode is the most boring, and the sad thing is this episode had the most action in it too.
It did. That's true. Double
How do
true.
you pull it off?
I don't know, but they did. So the horse kills the orc and fucks off. They let him go to the Black Forest, and of course he finds a Isildur. How about that? Like if like the if his father just like followed the horse, they would have found him, but they think he's dead. Okay. So where is he? Everybody thinks to himself, where is he? Oh, what is that all around him? Oh, he's trapped in spider webs.
Yep.
Is this where Mo Gideon's gonna jump out? I'm the spider. No.
Crossover. I can't wait.
Oh my god. Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
So of course we have to, remember Shelob, the spider guys? Do you remember her? Well, her and her babies are here. I'm gonna speed run it because it's bullshit. But Shelob's here. It's just a generic action scene of spiders versus people. The spiders win, and that's about it.
Well, Isildur pulls the knife off of a dead orc that's not really dead, and still attacks him, even though they're both tied up in webs.
That's right.
And then they get free somehow, and Isildur is only saved by Shelob Jr., whatever the fuck that thing is. And then he gets out somehow, and the horse is waiting at the mouth of the cave like a fucking parked car.
That's true. It is. Man, that's a good horse.
I know, amazing, because the horse went into a dark cave, and I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, I know. So we cut back to Numenor, where Chesty LaRue is here. Now, obviously, but see, here's the problem. The showrunners have obviously listened to the fact that everybody loves that she's got a chest. So they put her in the most loose fit, flabby clothing they could find. So we now cannot appreciate her chestiness. So now she's Flumpy McFlump Flump. So I see no reason. I see no reason for her to be in the series anymore if you can't appreciate her tatas. Oh shoot, I wasn't showing it. Sorry. I'll go back. Is she stand? No, she's not standing here. This is so we get lots of shots of her like this. We get her not like that's not it. Her neckline and shit. That's what we get. So and she's like she might as well be wearing a parachute. Right? No boobs. They don't show her boobs. None. No, they've got her, and you can't see it at all. In the first season, she was wearing some tight tops and stuff, and you could see that she was well endowed and looking good.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, they weren't. I don't know if they were necessarily tight, but they weren't necessarily.
They were
hiding
form
the
fitting.
fact that-
They were nice, right?
Yeah.
She was
You
looking
could just
nice.
tell that she was. She
Yes.
she
Had
was
some curves.
she was blessed.
Yes, exactly. This they just put a parachute on her and said go. So we have the blind king of idiotdom, who apparently has the sixth sense of she's Daredevil. She knows where everything is with echolocation.
I know. It's so weird.
You know, there's so many steps and stuff that she can just transverse because she's not using a cane. Exactly. No, Jeremy, that's it exactly. Too many comments from season 1 about how she looked great and she was Booby McBooberson, so we had to change that. No fun to be had. No fun here. So we're picking. I don't know what that was. She just grabbed. I forget. Oh yes, this is where. Okay. Oh God, the warrior.
Oh.
This is the warrior. So the Numenorians are supposed to be a warrior nation, right? So
Yep,
this is
Numenor
where the
Code
mom.
Pink right here.
Go ahead. You can. You go. You can.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said it better than me.
Numenor Code Pink representative right here. She comes up and slaps the Queen Regent right in the face because her son died in war because he was a part of the fucking army. So okay,
Right.
sorry
So
for your
she's
loss.
upset her son died, and then they hug it out. She's
Yeah.
like, "I'm sorry. I know how you feel. Let me touch your right shoulder. You're violating my space. Why are you touching me? Stop it! Leave me alone! Oh my God! Oh, she's such an understanding queen. She understands me so much. She's sorry. It's all okay now."
Like you can see the brain damage visibly on the screen. It is so unreal.
Yeah, she literally comes up and slaps her in the face because her son died fighting.
Right. Never mind the fact
didn't they
that
all
slapping the
volunteer?
Queen- Yeah,
Did they all volunteer to go? So what are you slapping me in the face for? They all volunteered.
right. And I'm sorry, but you slap the leader of a nation in the face in public, and the queen's not even going to need to respond because the soldiers are going to beat the shit
Yep.
out of her and take her into custody.
She may get stabbed. She assaulted the queen. It's possible that they full on could have stabbed her and been within their rights.
Yeah.
Oh my God! This show, wow! You guys are still streaming. I saw you streaming this morning. This is we've been going at it pretty hard all day. We should be committed. I was gonna say we are
Probably.
committed. We should be committed. And the only one that gave me any memberships was Salty. Much appreciated, Salty. Thank you. You're the only one that cares. All you want? No, I'm kidding.
Well, he only did that again because he was listening to Sarah McLachlan at the time he hit the donate button.
In the eye. Oh, now they're embracing. And she's like, "It's Theodore's dad. Can you get me another pair of pants?"
I mean, look at the level of this acting on her face, though. I mean, this is acolyte levels of acting.
Another tear. Oh, I should count how many tears there are in this episode.
Well, I'm just surprised it was a tear in a female's eye this time.
Well, they did a fake tear on Galadriel. Remember when the tree, like, there was the
Oh,
fake
that's
tear?
true.
You knew it was
Yeah.
fake because it like went from here and went phew, like down her neck. Yeah, yeah. This is fake too. You can tell. You just start. She didn't tie.
Oh,
By
there
the
you
way, by the way, Matt is still my favorite character. Thank
Love
you, Sam.
See,
Thank
Matt.
you very much, Sam, for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. As always, thanks, dude. So they hug it out. They don't send her to jail. She says to Farazan, "Hey, would you like to do me right here?" And he's like, "Nah."
It's like we're cousins.
And
Can't do
she's
that.
like, "Really? Is it because I'm blind?" And he's like, "Yes." And it's like, "Oh, okay." I honestly don't remember what happened here. I, I do you remember what happened? You made it, Articus. Congratulations! You get a badge of honor.
So, what did happen in this scene? They talked. This might have been one of the scenes you fell asleep in. Um, did you fall asleep now?
What's that? No, sorry, I was looking. They collected my funds. The Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
So guys, please open your wallets. I just lost $400. So open your hearts and your wallets. No, kidding. I'm not kidding. If you can help, I would love the help.
Right?
Uh,
They collected the funds for that quickly.
yeah, I just got a notice that said they collected the funds and I'm all set.
Damn.
So I'm sure you got the same thing, but
Yeah.
one of these days I'm gonna do like a 24-hour like beg stream just for funsies. But it was just me be begging. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what this scene was about. Then we go to the bar and openly talk trash about the queen in the bar because that's smart. Because
He
I
got my
can't
money
stop,
too.
man. I can't.
He got
It's
he
too
got
good.
my money too, Salty.
It's just the stuff is too good, man. It's still the amount of shit you get in that Kickstarter is so worth the fucking. It's like beyond worth it.
It's for the amount that we paid. It's
The
easily
the value of the stuff in that Kickstarter, even if you don't play the game, is staggering. Like the books, the artwork, like it's crazy.
yeah. We probably got it at like a 30% discount. In all honesty. So.
So yeah, that might help. I might need that.
Easton would love that.
Yeah, Easton would just take the money and said he did it though. I know my boy. So then we have weird haircut guy here. Oh, and then we have Afro Jones over here. Is like, are you talking trash about the Queen? And they're like,
Yeah.
what? And he's like, are you talking trash about the Queen? And they're like, what? And he's like, are you talking trash about the Queen? He's like, what? And they're like, can you go away? And they're like, okay. Right? And I don't remember if they get in each other's faces and like, your breath stinks. Is like, so does yours. Like, your breath smells like dead rat dick. Is like, yours smells like dead raccoon balls. And it's like, touche. And then they shake hands and he's like, I'll meet you later. You can stick it in my bum. And he's like, okay. Is the first Mistborn book about average for Sanderson's work? Because I didn't really like it. No. I mean, Mistborn is hit or miss for a lot of people. I happen to enjoy Mistborn. I think it's lower on the list of my book selections for him. Obviously, the Stormlight Archive is where I are my favorite for the most part. I enjoy Warbreaker a lot as well. And Stormlight Era 2 is also very good. Elantris, I like some of the ideas in there, but it's his first book, so it's not. It's a struggle. And Mistborn, I like the magic system and I like the things going on, but I get why people struggle with it. But the other series and Era 2 are much different than Mistborn. So,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you could say it's average, but average for his writing. If it's his prose that you have a problem with, then that's not going to really change. But
I'm loving it. I'm on the third book.
yeah,
It's good. So good.
yeah. So that's not rare that I've heard people say that about Mistborn, but my sort of what I found, and it's funny how we're talking about Sanderson again. Yes, I would say try Stormlight. Because what I have found with Sanderson's work is, there are some people that don't connect with Mistborn right away, but when they connect with one of the series, it gets them interested in the Cosmere as a whole, and it makes the other books better because they're looking for connections between the worlds. So, I have talked to people that say the same thing, that they didn't really enjoy. Oh God, they didn't really enjoy Mistborn right off the get, but after they read Stormlight, it made them appreciate Mistborn in a different way, so they enjoyed it more after connecting with Stormlight Archive. So if that makes sense, just because eventually there's connections being made all over the place. So, yeah, I think definitely Way of Kings is a very good book. The only book I personally have any negative things to say about is Rhythm of War. Is definitely my least favorite of the four. I'm sorry. So, but I still enjoy a lot of parts of it. But it's it takes a long time to get where he needs to go in that book. But that's the only complaint I have. So, how is the Tad Williams going, Sam? I know you've been working on that for a bit. All right. So speaking of queens, I'm a queen. Oh my God! Can you believe he admitted that? That is nuts. Oh wait, I gotta. What am I doing here? Okay, sorry. So they're just like mad dogging each other, and because they're talking shit about the queen in public, because we all know that's a smart thing to do. And let's see here. Oh yeah, she stole the MacGuffin bracelet, right? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, the queen has it, but Isodri's sister was ministering to the king as he was dying, and she went in and she ends up taking the Palantir.
I find that interesting considering what happens to a certain character, but I get it. In Mistborn, you don't know what I'm talking about yet, Nate, but
nope, not yet.
But yeah, I find that to be sort of interesting considering what happens to a certain who. But moving on, so we're back to Adar. This is where we get the discovery of the loving father. So here is where we get the bombshell of the Rings of Power. Check out your right side of the screen here. We have the loving orc mother.
But you got to share it.
And is it not shared? I'm sorry, my bad. It is. I am getting overworked here. So we have the orc has a meeting with Adar, and he's like, "My lord, we will kill everybody, all father." And then you have the loving orc mother over here, and the orc boy's like, "I need to check on my son. Son, I love you so. I shall make this world safe for Orkkind. We are just looking for places to work. If I could work at McDonald's and not be racially, negatively, I would do that in peace for my family of orcs. Because orcs' lives matter." We are totally going full on orcs are humans too.
Yep.
It's
It
insane.
is. This should sicken any
All right,
Tolkien
we can speed run this. So Adar does some shit. Oh shit. We go to the orcs. So let's see. So what the hell is Blue Angels? Okay, sorry. So let's speed run this last one since we need to finish up. So what
was good.
exactly
That was
happens?
good, by the way, the Blue Angel thing. That was
Oh,
actually
was
pretty
it?
good.
Did
Yeah.
you watch it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, my
Oh,
wife
cool.
and I did.
Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
I'll have to check it out. Especially Glenn Powell's in it. So so all right.
I think we just
So
produced it.
oh, that's what happens. Okay, so they need more mithril. So Sauron suggests they go tell the dwarves they want rings. They invite Disa and Durin hop on a train, and they're in Celebrimbor's place within the hour. They then speed run back after arguing for a minute about whether they should tell Daddy about the rings or not. And Sauron's like, Celebrimbor, would you like to accompany me to the bedroom for a second? He's like, well, yes, of course. Why not? And they go have some one-on-one time. Hey, Lady of the Balkans, good to see you.
What's up?
Sorry, we've been going for a minute, so we're trying to speed run through the rest of this. Sorry. And then we have we're back to we see is that a sword hilt in there?
Yep.
Grab that sword bit. Does he grab the sword? So he
Yeah, I
grabs
think
the sword.
he does.
Yeah,
'cause he gets stabbed in the leg.
Oh, that's right. He gets stabbed in the leg by the transient woman. He full on gets stabbed, and this is where he says, "No, leave the knife in there. That's what you're supposed to do." And it's like, what? Is this it?
Yep.
It's all right. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't
Of
hurt.
course it hurts. You just got stabbed. It could have been worse. Let me pull it out. No, don't. You're supposed to leave it in.
The blood on that blade looks fake as shit. Way too bright.
So once again, another Amazon program doesn't understand why, if you're going to leave something in, you should first you make a tourniquet, then you remove it. Why do you do this? In case you've hit an artery. The show doesn't know this.
Yeah.
It just thinks he's supposed to walk around with a knife in his leg forever.
Yeah. Well, the skin would just heal over it and stuff.
Yeah, it'll become part of his leg.
Yeah, lady, you aren't incorrect there.
I was prepared for bad, but not these 3 episodes. They graped the lore so much I was depressed after watching it. I mean, good lord, so bad. Yeah, we live watched all of them. And our brains were I think my brain is still damaged. I'm gonna have to sit and look at a wall for an hour or so to reprogram my brain. It's I don't care about the diversity shit. It's the fact that the plot makes no sense. If you have the diversity and the plot made sense, I'd be fine.
Right.
Just make the story make sense. The story shouldn't be about diversity, if that's what you mean. You can have diversity and have a good plot. I don't know why we haven't figured that out yet.
Well, we have. They haven't.
Well, we have. I don't know why the people making this shit haven't figured out that we're not going to give you nearly as much shit about diversity shit if you make a good story. But you can't do both for some reason. I don't understand. So, Isildur's bleeding out slowly. And he says, let's get on a horse and ride. You can be in front. Oh, wait, no. She doesn't want to be in front. And then they get jumped by some heathens. And this is where we get the hero of the day. Here he comes, master of flippy kicks, the number 1 contender of the World Championship Wrestling Federation, Don Lemon the Elf. Where is he? Hold on. I'm working my way up there. I ruined my intro. You should have listened to the girl. Left me to die. All right, here we go. Okay, there's. And here he comes. Oh, shot through the arm, and you're not scared. Oh my God! There's one death. Look, the arrows are flying like a fury. Duck, he says. Don't fight. There was the first. Did you what? What
He
was
came
that?
out of a tree and then he jumps over the cart.
First things first. I have to do something here real quick. We're gonna do a mini one because I know we got to get out of here. I want to, but here, real quick.
Are you ready?
So there we go. Here we go. Okay. I had to do it. So here we go. So we have Don Lemon. Is this where I gotta see? I can't slow it down because Amazon's player sucks. So they're ducking. There was the flip from nowhere. I don't know where he flipped from, but he makes a terrible landing. He slides. So that's two flippies. Then he does a twirling twirl through and breaks the fucking cart with a flying tornado kick where he then lands on his feet, stabs a guy with an arrow in the chest, misses the guy's leg, and he falls over. Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
He completely missed. Let's go back.
Why did that guy fall down in the first place?
Stabbing the balls. What an asshole. Now watch this. He completely misses the leg and he goes floop right there.
Yeah, the leg moved after the leg kick.
Yep. He then what was that move? Did he just like touch? Did he do a five finger death punch right there? What was that?
No, he stabbed him with the arrow and then did an uppercut with the arrow.
Did he? Oh shit! I hate the player. So there's the bad kick. I don't see an arrow.
Oh no.
He's got a fence post. He stabs the guy with an arrow through the fucking jaw. Yanks that shit out like he's Nynaeve.
But clearly yanked it out like it was going through the jaw instead of right back out.
He then slashes a guy in the neck with an arrow. Excuse me? I think is that what he did? He shoots that dumbass in the back.
Yep. The first guy that he shot in the arm, where did the arrow come from? Did it come from behind like it should have been, or did it go through the front of his arm as he was coming down?
Which one? The first
The
one?
very
Was
first
this
one.
after the twirly?
No, before the twirly, when he was about to strike Isildur.
All right, let's see here. Jesus, I'm gonna get fucking taken down here. Okay. Oh, okay. When he was about okay, so this is it right here. All right. So this right here?
Yep. So where does the arrow come from? Should come from behind.
Nope, it comes from the left. You see the arrow? The fletching is right there.
Yep, but he comes down from the tree behind them.
You're right. You're fucking right. Oh, there goes another one.
And
his-
those ones.
No. This
were
is from the
right
wrong
direction.
place too, because he comes from back here.
Right,
That-
but they
the
were
angle-
but they were facing the same way Isildur was, so those came from the right spot.
Did they?
But yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but then he jumps. But you see where he jumps in, right?
Yeah.
So this guy dies because his cart dies.
Yep.
Arrow stabs him in the balls, kicks him. Yeah, he just hit him in the stomach and stole his stick. This guy's got an axe. He's got an arrow. He gets killed by an arrow.
Even though he was already swinging, so that's clearly CG'd in there.
Yep. Oh boy, this is not not bode well for future fight scenes.
Well, but that's the thing. We are this is 2.5 episodes into Lord of the Rings, a quote unquote Lord of the Rings product, and this is the first fight scene that we have really to do anything on, and
It's shit.
I mean,
It's like every other fight scene for these programs. It's just
Yeah.
over dramatic flips and turns and bullshit. When you
Yeah.
actually look at what's going on, none of it makes sense. He's
Yeah.
stabbing people with arrowheads. Like
Yep.
no, it's what stabbing is one thing. Like he's stabbing people with the same arrow, and then he's slicing people's necks with an arrow. It's like, come on, that's no. Stabbing is one thing.
right.
Like, fine, stab him with an arrow.
Wooden
Slicing
arrows
people?
are not going to withstand cutting through big thick tissue.
No.
Period.
So,
So, hey, dude, I do got to jump.
all right, cool.
so-
I'll just finish up. Thanks, man. I know it's been
Yep.
a long day. And Lyle hopped in and said he hasn't seen it yet, so he didn't want to get spoiled. So,
Yeah.
all right, buddy. Thanks
So,
for being here,
all right.
duI'm talk
Yep, we'll
tomorrow
talk-
for sure.
Yep, I'll talk to you later. See you,
All right.
everyone.
Bye.
Ty Sherman, Ethern.
Bye, buddy. So I'm gonna probably finish up here real quick. This won't take too much longer. So he does his thing. I don't remember much of it. I think I fell asleep about this part. Oh yes, we get a Theo scene where Theo's upset. We have yes, this scene is just to confirm that Broomhilda is dead. They killed her. I don't remember her real name, but she's dead. So Broomhilda is dead. Weep for her. I'm glad we wasted so much time in the previous episode for her. Durin goes back to Khazad-dûm to apologize to his father finally, so they can actually make some rings. And he's like, all right, cool, why not? Then I don't even remember his fucking name. Eridor? Is it Eridor? Arondor? And Theo have a heart-to-heart, and Theo says, "You're not my father, fuck off." And then Isildur's like, "Hey, what's up, Demetrius?" To ask, it says it has up to 7 episodes. I think it's 8. Are they doing 10? Are you saying there's 10 more? We're going to 10 episodes? I thought it was 8 episodes. How did she die again? She died off. I think she died off. No, she died off season. Yeah, because she didn't. I guess she didn't sign a new contract. So she died. She died. She died because she didn't re-sign with the production. So they killed her off screen. They didn't even really tell you what killed her here. They just show her dead. Is that really that's so she died from poison arrows left in her, even though season 1 she was fine after the big battle. So all the poison arrows finally broke through her glowing aura of goodness. Wow. So I'm not Demetrius, I'm not sure if you're asking me something or if you're making a statement. Are there going to be 7 more episodes? I thought it was going to be an 8 episode season, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yes. Oh, so you said there's only supposed to be 7 here? I guess we'll see. I thought it was gonna be 8, but we'll see. One less episode is probably good. So Numenor will return. I don't know why he thinks that, but fine. I think this is where Theo tells Don Lemon to F off. He's not his father. Theo's like, bug off. You're not my dad. My mom hated you. I hate you. You can screw off, buddy. And then Theo and Isildur. I think this is where I fell asleep during the stream because I don't remember this. I'm not sure what the fuck Theo is wearing. Whoa. Did Sam have an aneurysm? You alright, buddy? Her activist body count couldn't take it. Oh. How much plot armor does shaved Logan have? I don't know who shaved Logan is. Is this shaved Logan? They all have plot armor. They're not going to die. Bring a sword. Okay. So I guess they're going to sword train. Even though Isildur was terrible with the sword in Numenor. I don't remember this scene. I feel like this scene I checked out because it was fucking boring. Like, I don't think anything happened, but look how wonderfully dark this shit is. Holy crap, you just can't see anything. So what? Oh, this is when Theo's like, "Hey, I'm Mark II. I'll be part of your team," and they're like, "You don't have the mark of Adar." He's like, "Well, fuck you." I can't. Is that where it ended? What the? I don't remember any of this. I don't even remember any of that. That's crazy. She's gonna end up being Isildur's wife? Yeah, probably. Nothing says love like stabbing somebody through the leg with a knife, right? Like I know that's love at first sight. So we have the weird bells ringing. This is where the Queen of Numenor busts out her her daredevil powers. She knows where every step is just by using echolocation. You know, blind people can navigate steps like this no problem, right? Without a stick or nothing, right? So, you know, that's no problem for her. She is the super queen. So she is now Daredevil. She does this several other times too, with steps and curves and going up and down stairs. She doesn't use a walking device or anything. She knows where everything is because she's the Uber Queen. She gives some terrible speech, and the crowd's like, "Fuck you." Oh, and then Boobs McGee shows up again. Here she is. You know, once again covered up, so you can't really see her contribution to the show very well. But right, there was someone in there. We discovered that the Palantir had been stolen. You're welcome, Sam. My pleasure. You clapped when she got slapped. Yeah, she deserved it. This uppity bitch. Sorry. Oh yeah. So when she found the key, I forgot. She found the key to the Palantir room, only to find out that the Palantir was gone. Somehow, Isildur's sister got it, and says that all their kinsmen died in Middle Earth because of the Palantir, because she's listening to the Palantir. Now, I found it interesting that she forgot that there was this elf walking around telling everybody that Numenor was going to be flooded and shit if they didn't do something. I don't know what that had to do with the Palantir. I know I think she did something with the Palantir about the waves, but yeah. So this causes an uprising, and then she throws the Palantir onto the ground like the bowling ball it is, because it does look. This looks like a bowling ball I used on the lanes the other day. This is clearly a bowling ball. We're hey man, we said we were gonna do it, so we're doing it, right? We're not gonna half-ass it. Almost done, Trip. Almost done. Almost there. Oh. So this is clearly, yes, $1 billion show, and it's a bowling ball. Like, please, somebody try and tell me. Somebody try and tell me that this is not a bowling ball. That is 100% a bowling ball. It's unbelievable that $1 billion show, they couldn't come up. Just ask the people that made Lord of the Rings to borrow theirs. Right? Those have to be freaking in storage somewhere, right? The Palantir's used for I mean, it's 100% a bowling ball. Silencio, he says. And like, oh man. He's like, stop being pussies. We're supposed to be warriors of sorcery. I don't know what the fuck that means, but at this point, I think I've totally fallen asleep, maybe. And I was like, well, what's going on? And then he's like, reach for me. Like, this is so stupid. Reach for me in the crowd of all these people. And she's up on the top of the stairs and she starts reaching for him because that's a great idea. The dress is actually not bad. I don't mind her white dress. That's this one's not bad. I'll give you that. So she's just reaching like an idiot, and of course, the crowd gets her because since they're rioting to get to her, who would think they'd grab her, right? I mean, who would have thunk? And then randomly, what do you think randomly shows up here, guys? If you haven't seen it. It's a bowling ball. It could be a 7-pound bowling ball. It's definitely a bowling ball. So what comes to the balcony that they all turned in shock to look at? Well, you guessed it. It's a missile. No. It's an eagle. Now, why is the eagle here? Who is it here for? Why did it show up? How did it know where to go? I don't know. It just did. I don't know. She's doing a terrible job of pretending she can't see because she's looking right at it. The eagle's like, yo, what's up? I'm majestic as fuck. Right? And then this dude, who is that again? I don't even remember his name. Pharazôn is like, hey, look, it's an eagle. So he goes over there to stand near it, and then you get the guy in the background who's going, Pharazôn! It's like, one of those, it's like the crowd starter, like it's a joke, like in those comedy shows, right? So, he goes and stands in front of the eagle and takes credit for the eagle being there. Even though the eagle's like fucking like screaming and barking. So the eagle shows up for a second, goes, "Hra! Hra! Hra!" and then takes off again and fucks off. I don't know why Pharazôn pulled his sword out, but he did because reasons. And yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think they're about the same, if I'm being honest. It's the same low effort bullshit. Either both are unacceptable in my opinion, especially when you have $1 billion to work with. Those are the props that like you sell miniatures of. So do a good job of them. But no, fuck that. Who wants to make money? So yeah, so she's like, "Oh man, that was my eagle. I don't know what's going on. I'm blind. I can't see anything. I'm just standing here looking like a moron." Now, and I'm not talking about this guy who's just standing there looking like a moron, holding his sword to his chest, while the eagle continues to fly away. And then we get to the scene where the dwarfs are here at the forge. And we have the long, weird, intricate smelter, and they give him the little bit of mithril, and that's it. Sorry, I blinked out for a minute. So now we're making the dwarven rings with Jesus. Now this is the only part I wasn't sure about is I don't know if Sauron actually pocketed the mithril or if he actually used it. Because the camera does a bad job of staying with his hand on purpose, I think. Because that maneuver right there sort of made it look like he wanted to pocket it, but I don't think he did. It didn't look like he had anything else in his hand. So I don't think he pocketed the mithril, but who knows? The show doesn't care. If they wanted him to have mithril, he'll just have more mithril, right? So we drop the mithril into the steaming hot jelly, and we then we then have a show. It's over. Episode 3 in the books. Man, this isn't supposed to look like the One Ring at all, right? I mean, come on now. Oh boy, everybody. Well, yeah, so that's it. So it's finally over. Thank God I have a week before I have to watch another one of these. Thank you all for hanging out all day. The ones that hung out all day. Thank you all for being here now. All the new faces. Thank you. I've seen a few new people popping in. Demetrius, it was good to see you and meet you. And there was a few other ones. Let's see. Where was the other person that I wanted to? KRS, it's good to see you. I know you've been here before, but still like to shout you out for being here. Anthroparian, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yanan, thank you. Sam, thank you for the super chat as always. Salty, thank you very much for re-upping your membership and the gifted sub. Primal123, thank you for your comments and for being here. Yeah, it was nice to see some new people popping in. So thank you for being here. And yeah, I think we're gonna cover it. I'll continue to cover it just because it needs to be covered. So Aldan, thanks for being here as always. And yeah, I need some rest. My brain is mush. So yeah, I think I may be doing Monkey King tomorrow morning. We'll see. We'll see where my time leads me. So, or Black Myth Monkey. Black Myth. Wukong. Jesus, my head really is mush. Jeremy, thank you for hanging out almost all day, buddy. It was good to see you. So, thank y'all. Wait, what did you say, Trip? Did I miss you? Did I miss you? I didn't say Trip. I'm sorry. Thank you, Trip. You should know that. I'm sorry if I miss you. Josh, good to see you. Sam, good to see you as well, as always. Trip, good to see you. I'm glad you finished. I don't know, finished the other 2 episodes. I'm not sure if I don't know if you're gonna make the other ones. I don't know if I'm gonna make the other ones. I gotta. It's bad. It's really bad. Love you too, guys. Thank you for being here. You guys are the best. And we will see you on the next one. Bye.